My name is Matthew Lillard. You've probably seen me in many a horrible movie back in the 90s. Can we start again? It's me, Matt! Hi. I'm major motion picture star Matthew Lillard. Hi. All right, Sam. I'm Matthew Lillard. What's the line? You just do whatever the fuck. I almost had it. I got booger on my shirt. What's the first line? I was in terrible movies during the 90s. You grew up on them and you watched them, sucker. My name is Matthew Lillard. You may know me as BEADLE from BEADLE and Grimm's. Last couple of years, our company is focused primarily on the DM, creating battle maps, in-world handouts, jewelry items, and of course, stuffed animals. Now it's time to focus on you, the players. Because when we gather around a table, we're not there to hear a story, we're there to tell a story. All of us. And sometimes that story goes on for years and is remembered only on coffee-stained scraps of paper or 3 random journals. But worst of all, it's in your head. And why is that bad? Because I'm not that smart. Bill's way smarter than me. When he says it's Grimm that killed the frost giant that was on its way to destroy the town, I can't really argue with him because I don't have it on a journal. And if I had it in a journal, sitting on a bookshelf, you could just say, hey, check out my journal. We all know the problem with a journal. In a real game, when are you gonna use that thing? On a real night of game, you bounce from a core rule book to the advanced player's guide, and of course your character sheet. And the entire game goes like boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, 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 boom. You never go back to this thing. And again, the story is only in your brain, and Bill's telling you that he is the real champion. But what if? Stay with me here. What if, Charlie? Charlie, thanks. What if we created a single book specifically tailored for your character class? And what if it had an enormous character sheet to record every detail of your character? Every stat, every strength, weakness, magic item, enemy, ally, even your familiar. And then took all the official Pathfinder rules, the spells, feats, and skills that you need for your class and your class only, and combined that with an expansive journal to capture your story. And obviously it's only useful if it's on heavy paper to handle the years of wear and tear, and bound on a lay-flat binding so you can use every inch of it. And of course, us being us, we add amazing artwork from across the Pathfinder universe, as well as our own custom pieces, commissioned specifically for this book. And that's why I'm here today, to introduce you to Beadle and Grimm's complete character chronicle. Character sheet, rulebook, journal, all in one. The tools to tell your story and the pages to preserve it. If my story had been included in one of these, I'm pretty sure that Beadle, the greatest dungeon delver ever, would have been the true hero of the group. Not Bodum, not Tanner, and definitely not Grimm. Because it all would have been written down, the incontestable truth. Or at least a well-documented lie, which is just as good. I'm Matthew Lillard, and we are Beadle and Grimm.
Hello! We're here. Are we all here? Yes, I think we are. Hello, hello, hello to you. Hello. Hello. Welcome to... Ow, just ran over my toe. Ow, with my chair. Hello.
You rolled in that one already.
Did I roll a natural one? Oh my god, I did. That is really a natural one. That is.
I know things. I know things.
There we go. All right, so that's going in the bin. But hello. Welcome to Band of Badgers. I'm Dave, your game master. And we are, of course, playing Rise of the Runelords by Paizo. Fantastic adventure. If you haven't already read it, seen it, do it. Play it, convert from D&D to Pathfinder, from whatever you're doing. Fantastic system. And of course, these bunch of beautiful people are my players and yours too. Hello, players. How are you doing?
Hello.
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 Just see how much they do.
Hello.
Like, hello. Hello. That's all I have to say. Is
Hi.
hello.
Hello, beautiful people.
There you go. See, and of course, welcome back to Paul. Paul Shapiro from BEADLE and Grim, everybody. Thank you very much for joining
Paul.
us again.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I think this is.
I'm.
Go ahead. Go.
Oh, I was saying I've missed you all. I've missed you all while I was gone.
We missed you
was
Glad to
too.
be back.
exactly the right thing that both of you just said.
You stole my cards.
You can't prove it.
You
with
stole
the
his
end.
10 gold pieces.
Thank you for Paul. I think Paul is actually our first recurring character. The first time we've had our guest come back in Runelords. We're going to catch up with what Aldren's been up to with all of our characters. So it should be quite an interesting take on the story. So, as always, thank you. I'll get more messages as well. Yep. Thank you also to BEADLE and Grim. Not just because of supporting this Runelords, but also because supporting our channel, really. We also have Tomb of Annihilation. Check that out every other Friday. Not tomorrow, but it'll be back next week. But also, we're helping promote the BEADLE and Grim Kickstarter. Now, if you haven't seen this, you'll see it in the box below me. You'll see it in live chat. We have a fantastic, unique, let me say that again, it is a unique code for you to click on. So please do. It's a referral link. So please use it if you wish to back their Kickstarter. I don't know why you wouldn't. It is an absolute fantastic. You've just seen the ad coming in. If you missed it, we'll show it at half time as well. Plus, in the box below me, you also find all of our other supporters and companies and businesses and people who just wanted to kind of share stuff with our audience, which is you. Thank you for joining us. So you'll find various discount codes on there as well that you can use online. Also, we've got a ton of stuff going on. We've also got, if you know our show, around half time we'll have a Q&A session with Paul to talk about all things going on with BEADLE and Grim at the moment, what's Christmas going to look like BEADLE and Grim, and of course the Kickstarter. And on top of that, we have the most awesome giveaway yet. We've had some really good giveaways in the past in terms of monetary value. It's Pathfinder related and stuff like that. But this is the first time we have topped that. Paul, would you like to give a little teaser of what BEADLE and Grim are going to be offering this week?
Sure. So, as part of our promotion and celebration of our Kickstarter, our first ever Kickstarter, we are going to give away to 2 lucky folks in the chat today one of our brand new complete character chronicles. And it'll be a class of your choice from either one of the 4 classes that we're starting with, cleric, rogue, wizard, or fighter, or one of the 2 mystery ones that hopefully will be unlocked soon.
Cool.
And we're also
Sounds great.
and we'll also give away some other stuff.
Awesome prize.
Cool. So make sure
Yeah.
you stick around. We'll be doing that at some point in the middle and some point towards the end. I'm not going to tell you exactly when. But of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this on YouTube. But sadly, you have missed out on these giveaways by now. So do try and watch us live if you can. We've got loads of stuff going on, including lots of live chat. We've got some fantastic moderators with us. And let's while we're here, we're talking about live chat. Let's just quickly say hello. Who's in there? Who's hanging around? Michaela, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us again. She now works at Twitch, so it's your job. It's good that you kind of check in on us from time to time, even if you are busy at work. Got one ear on the game, hopefully. Who else we got? We got Ryan, Session Zero Clothing. Thank you very much for joining in. You'll see that in the box below. We've got some details for some fantastic looking t-shirts. So do go and check that out as well. Ch02. Ch02 is our local resident artist, our cartoonist. You'll see some of the fantastic artwork behind some of our characters. He's created all of those for us as well. And check last week's episode when he actually drew BEADLE and Grim's as well.
Yeah,
so
awesome artwork.
What else have we got going on? Who else is in there? Gallon Goblin, thank you. Theo and Grady, thanks for joining in.
Hey, Theo.
All fantastic. Who else? Commander Root, Joy Derision, Croxus Maximus, fantastic name. Thanks for joining. Limit Break, Org 2, or Limit Break Korg. We have a Korg in our Tomb of Annihilation, but that's pretty cool. Lauren Martin, fantastic name. Like Korg sign.
I recognise that name.
Marissa Mari. Hello, Marissa. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We have someone from Paizo in there. Maverick 2. Good to see you again. Mercutio 531. Thank you. Paizo PR. Hi, Aaron. I hope you enjoy this one. Roland H2G. Savage GM. Tom Toms. Thank you for joining us again, Tom Toms. Thicker. Twitch and Witchy. VN Cave. Virgo Pros. And Yatenator, who we always love because he's one of us.
Is Chav Hunter late again, or?
Chav Hunter is usually late. It's probably because we broke his winning streak finally. Yeah. So maybe he's given up.
He does a charity stream. To
usually.
Okay, and then he'll pop on. You should do a raid if he's doing a stream. You should pop on.
Yeah. I don't think he's the mod. I think Joe was talking about it the other week, but we'll see.
You should put a word in the correct ear. So, any other messages, Steve? Anything else going on? Any other announcements we need to know about?
We've got if you wanna help support us, we've got a little Amazon wish list up. So we'll be posting that in chat at some point tonight. Of course, winter is coming, but Christmas will be here first. So we all like gifts, and if you want to help support the channel, and the Amazon wish list is a way of doing that without incurring a load of shipping costs and all the rest of that to the UK, then we'll post a link. So it's just a way of helping us to bring more players in. We get some webcams in, get some microphones, get some rule books and stuff like that. So all of your help is much appreciated.
Because if you didn't know, Band of Badgers isn't just us. We've actually we're originally a tabletop role-playing game club. We've got 60 players in the club at the moment. We are obviously in lockdown. In fact, last midnight, we've literally just gone into our second official lockdown. So we're now locked down for 4, maybe 12 weeks, but 4 weeks officially. So hopefully that's not going to go too bad. But we've been talking to people, we've been talking to companies, and they wanted to send us some bits. But when you're a small company, the shipping rates are actually really, really high at the moment. So we're trying to find ways to do that. And it's been mentioned a few times about doing an Amazon wish list. And this was just so people who wanted to support us as a club. We have players' handbooks, we have DM books. As new people join the club and want to take on a new hobby, that was an easy way for them to do it. That's completely all it is. Who else have we got going on? Right. Should we play some games then?
Yeah.
Done. Right.
Twisted my arm.
Good. That's what I like. Pain. Chinese burn on that one as well. So, after last week's episode, where you met 2 strangers who just appeared out of the blue, or rather out of the darkness, it was Beadle and Grimm themselves who managed to help you survive a zombie and ghoul-infested horde at a farmhouse. You managed to solve the issues there. But really, you've had no rest. You went through all of that night into dawn when you finally said goodbye to Beadle and Grimm. And Harrison had the realization, when he found the map, that the ghouls and the zombies and the hordes seem to be heading towards a place that he knows very well, which is Foxglove Manor. So, the route leading out to Foxglove Manor is to Foxglove Manor is around a 3-mile hike from your current location. It follows along a narrow path that travels aside Foxglove River from the covered bridge where it flows under the Lost Coast Road. This is to my players, if you've already got your maps in front of you, this obviously helps. To the Darkseed Cliffs overlooking the Verizian Gulf. Here, wild seabirds call out to a roaring ocean. I will put my sound effects on, guys. Look, here we have a roaring ocean sounds if this actually works. We'll get it. We'll get it working. I need to talk to Sirenscape. Someone put me in
Pooping
contact.
seagulls.
Yeah. This one has no seagulls, but we'll get the seagulls back. Here, wild seabirds call out to a roaring ocean that churns hundreds of feet below. As you near Foxglove Manor, it almost seems as if nature herself has become sick and twisted. Nettles and thorns grow more prominent. Trees are leafless and bent, and the wind seems unnaturally cold and shrill as it whistles through the cliffside crags. The path slowly rises, bending around a steep corner in the cliffs, and then Foxglove Manor looms at the edge of the world. The strangely cold sea wind rises to a keening shriek just as Foxglove Manor comes into view. It appears to almost loathe its perch high above the ocean, as if the entire house were poised for some kind of suicide leap. The roof sags in many places, and mould and mildew cake the crumbling walls. Vines of diseased-looking grey wisteria strangle the structure in several places. Hanging down over the precipitous cliff edge, almost like tangled braids of hair, the house is crooked, its gables angling sharply and breached in at least 3 places. Hastily repaired planks of sodden wood appear over the various windows and entries and stonework. Chimneys rise from the various points among the rooftops, leaning like old men in a storm, and grinning gargoyle faces leer from under the eaves. Now, as you're walking up towards the house, you see walking towards you a very finely dressed man, but a bit worried look on his face. He looks slightly pale, slightly bemused as he constantly kind of looks back towards the house, but he's walking down the road towards you. And Harrison, you instantly recognise him as your brother, Aldren.
Ah, Aldren, brother.
Ah, Harrison. Oh, good to see you.
Well,
How are you?
I'm fine, but you seem to have disappeared. You've left us in Sandpoint.
I'm right here.
Well, you
Disappeared.
Of
I'm
course.
right here.
Well, you were in Sandpoint. You just suddenly left in the morning.
Yes, I did.
Uh,
I'm very busy. I'm very busy.
Well, you know.
But good to see you.
We were worried. We thought that something had gone wrong. There was no note or anything.
Well,
I'm glad you're okay. Are you alright? Are you good?
of course I'm fine. Of course I'm quite all right. I'm delightful. Beautiful day.
Not so beautiful. I mean, you've seen the things? Weird stuff going on.
Weird. Oh, what weird stuff? What have you seen?
You can see that we're all like
Harrison's just covered in
we're
blood.
very tired and we're like pretty much some of us are covered in bloodstains, I'm pretty sure.
Harrison's got his usual grazed knee.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. It looks,
You not encountered?
you seem to
any,
have had a rough time of it.
Have you not seen it and encountered any ghouls or anything?
No ghouls, no. I mean, there's been some haunting stuff around here, and I'm glad that you arrived because I could certainly use your help. But ghouls, I don't think so. No.
What kind of haunting stuff? What do you mean?
Just you know, things that are getting in the way of the repairs of the house. Creatures. It's bad, similar to bad contractors, yes, but I can't get rid of them. So I was just looking around here, and the fact that you arrived is perfect timing because I could absolutely use your help in sort of cleaning up the house because we have to really get back onto the sort of the construction that was well underway before. The place was really looking quite tip-top until quite recently.
I'm just glad you're okay. We were a bit worried about you, honestly.
Oh, worried about me? No, don't worry about me.
Alden, you have not seen any undead things walking around.
But not really walking around outside, but it's entirely possible there's some in the house. Not sure if they're undead. They may be undead. They may not be. Not really sure. I didn't really get a chance to look at them closely, but yeah, they might be. I mean, they're definitely we don't like, whatever that is.
Brother, where is Aisha, your wife?
In the house.
Well, we need to go and clear out this thing, because, you know...
That's a great point. Yes. Thank you. Let's...
we need to
lead the way.
Make haste. Make haste, yes.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
We can't leave your poor wife in there.
No.
She can defend herself.
DM, just
You
out
seem
of...
more disheveled than we are. Is there anything else wrong?
Oh, with me? No, I'm not disheveled. I'm quite put together. I'm just this is all a little new to me is all. You know, I just recently arrived here as well. As you saw, I had left quickly and I'd been traveling quite a bit, but I've just returned to see all of this happening. So it would be great if you could help me understand better what's going on here.
Well, as it happens, we have some experience in dealing with undead things now. We might be able to help.
Oh, that would be delightful.
Yes.
I would appreciate that.
We had a run-in at a nearby farmhouse, which was quite horrific. I did some terrible things, Alden, but
Oh, really? Oh, wait. Oh, tell me about that.
I sent a toddler to barricade a window. I don't know what came over me. I think it was the stress or the chaos.
Is this the first time the party?
What happened to the kid? What happened to the kid?
I saw it firsthand.
Okay,
I think.
I was on the roof.
I think everyone else hasn't really heard about it, and I just go to Harrison. Harrison, maybe talk about this later. We should really like. I just tug on his cape a bit and just go. Just shush. It's fine, Alden. The family doesn't really need to hear about this, I'm sure.
I think we need to talk about this.
Yeah,
I must profess my sins. But maybe Rupp is right. We do need to press on, but we should cover this off because, yes, it brings me back to my time in the orphanage, as you know, Alden. So.
Oh right, sure. Orphanage, yeah.
Many discussions over an orphanage. Yes.
Only the house, or is there?
So as you're walking back towards the house, you notice on the right-hand side, it's impossible to tell how many floors the outbuilding that once stood here had, for all the remains are sooty. Sooty
sweep and sue.
Yeah, sooty sweep and sue. Sooty, scorched stones of its foundations, and to the east, a 4-foot wide stone well sits partially collapsed in the corner of the ruins. Now, as you continue walking past these ruins, you notice a small wooden sign. It's a couple of planks that have been, keep out sign that would have been branded onto it. You notice an almost like a childlike scrawl. It makes out the word misgivings. So then as you continue on towards the house, you notice that all the grass to your left and to your right, and you've got this pathway, all the grass appears to be black. But you can see the house, you can see the big front door.
I would like to roll a nature check.
Go ahead.
To see if I can understand why the grass is dead, what might have done this. I'm guessing it's probably fire, but
Terrible
just in
gardener.
case.
He was a terrible gardener.
Too much weed killer. What's my nature? Oh wow, that's 28.
Yes. So on the approach to that, well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. So on the approach to that, you realise it's not grass. So you're going to walk slightly ahead of everyone else because you're more curious about this is. It's not grass. And then as you get closer and closer, you're now about kind of 40 foot away from these big kind of grass areas. You're at least 90 foot away from the house down this pathway. and you see before you the grass looks up. And then you see hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of heads. And I'm going to pause it there because at the moment, no one's moving. I need to wait until someone is on. Oh no, 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 no. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Dave and Steve.
Are we still here?
I thought that was mine. No, it's...
Oh, you're
Hello?
back, Dave?
You're
I'm back. I'm back.
Dave?
I'm back.
You okay?
There we go.
I don't know if we're up.
I don't know
Stream's
if we're
coming back, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
it says it's trying to connect.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kicked out. It's got a multi-coloured screen with the guy holding his head.
It's
That was me and my internet that was just dying.
They're not like this.
Not like this. Oh.
Michaela,
just
fix
have Michaela
Twitch.
fix. She'll just have her. I think you just got it's the knob. I think it's the knob that you twist.
The twisted knob. The weird thing is, Paul is still moving, and I can hear Paul, but everyone else is paused for me.
It's back. It's back.
Back now.
Are we back? I've got people moving.
You're
Are we
back.
back? Here we go.
Okay.
Wow. See how terrible that can be? It was like zubba, 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 zubba. We are back.
So
Are
what's
we-
the grass,
are we
Dave?
back or not? So
Yeah, we
the
are.
grass,
I think we are.
the grass looks up. Yelena's not moving, but grass looks up. And
Maybe it is my
you see
internet.
hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of pairs of eyes looking back at you.
Creepy.
Why does everything I do come down to the Magnus archives at some point with the eyes? Always eyes.
Always with the eyes.
So it's all eyes. They're all looking at me.
They're all looking at you.
Or are they-
And then you notice they're all kind of, every now and then they're kind of pecking at the ground. They're looking away, pecking at the ground, then looking back up at you. Completely silent.
What are they? Grassy?
Yeah, do you want to go
Get
up
a
with
bit
Yelena?
closer.
You want to get a bit closer? She's walked away
Yeah.
from the group. She's kind of
It's-
detoured a little bit.
Yeah, is Yelena sort of like saying, come look at this or something?
But this
Yelena?
this is weird. This is weird.
I
Do
don't
you want to
see
come
you,
and have a
Lena.
look at this?
Uh,
Yeah, wander over.
So as Rupp and Tolkis break away from the group to head towards Yelena, they join Yelena, and suddenly these two huge flocks of black birds leap off into the sky. You can hear them cawing like mad, but then there's a smell in the air of rotten meat. You see them
Good.
swirling around in the sky, doing their various patterns. What would you like to do?
Is there on the floor where they were?
Say again?
Yeah. What's on the grass?
Just grass.
Is there anything on the grass where they were?
No, it's
Just
it's
grass.
brown. It's brown, diseased grass. A lot of dead patches.
But there's no like flesh on it or
Nope.
anything like dead
No.
things. No.
Yeah.
I think we should get to the house
So
as
there's
soon
like
as
dead,
possible.
Dead flesh smell in the air. Can Harrison smell it?
Yeah.
I'll say to Alden, have you been cooking again? You know what
I
happened
don't.
last time.
Suddenly, the regret over that toddler has completely disappeared.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
going to
old
nudge
antics.
Rupp and just go. That sign said misgivings. Didn't one of those letters?
yeah,
you
I
got
thought
mentioned?
that.
Didn't they want you to come to misgivings? or
Yeah.
something?
I don't want to be here anymore.
So I believe it said, "Come to the misgivings and meet the pack."
Okay.
Yeah. Pack. That's
This is not going to be like a pack of cards, is it? This is not going to be you getting your cards
oh,
back.
the pack of cards, the story arc. It's a full circle.
I'm not giving those back.
I thought we'd taken out the nest at the Chopper Farm, but maybe we hadn't. Maybe the ghouls on the map are not emanating or heading towards Foxglove Manor. Maybe whatever Aldren is talking about that's haunting the manor is actually causing the ghouls. Maybe the nest is inside.
Well, maybe this thing inside started that. I don't know if it's really the cause of it all. I'm not sure. We seem to destroy something, but it might have been a creation of whatever was inside here.
Need to investigate further.
Not the source, but certainly a concentration of them, but not the source. Maybe the source is inside.
It could be.
We should get inside and investigate.
Absolutely. Just as you're kind of talking about that, the birds all start to fly down. Everyone legging it?
Leg it towards the house.
Yeah.
Top speed.
Inside the house.
Yes, I'm running. I'm running as fast as my small tiny legs will carry me.
Okay. Everybody
as long as that is faster than someone else, it's okay.
Right. Okay, so everyone gets to the front door. Who gets to the front door first? I think we're having a bad connection day.
Oh. We do.
First, they've locked down. Everyone's watching.
That's also true, yes. Or someone's blowing something up with fireworks.
Or Pornhub, one of the two.
Pornhub. Oh, possibly that one.
I assume the door isn't locked, so I'll just get there and bundle myself.
Aldren might have a key.
Okay, so Professor Elias, you get there first. You dive in through the front door, and you see directly in front of you this huge, misshapen head staring right back at you. Everyone else kind of tumbles into the room behind you. What do you do?
What is it?
It's a giant misshapen head.
What mission?
Do I recognise what it is?
Everyone's bundled in behind you.
Is that normally?
I'll take an immediate dive to the left, please, and try
and then a step to the right.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Kill it.
And step to the
Kill it.
Okay.
So, the sound
so
of the house.
This isn't something for decoration. Good to know.
The sound of the house.
Is it just a floating head, or?
You want it? I'll tell you in a minute. Right, the sound of the house straight creaking gives this long, high-ceiling room an additional sense of age and decay. The place smells damp. There's an unpleasant tinge of mould lacing the air, and as surely as it stains the wooden floor, walls, and furniture in pallid patches, mouldering trophies hang on the wall to the northeast. A boar, a bear, a fire-pelt cougar, and a stag. Yet they pale in comparison to the monster on display in the centre of the room. Here crouches a 12-foot-long creature with the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail fitted with dozens of razor barbs, huge bat-like wings, and a deformed humanoid face.
Ah!
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Do I recognise what it might be?
Have we ever seen anything like this before?
Is this some sort of hunter's lodge, Aldren? Is this something in your family from a long time ago? Are these all trophies of kills that somebody's made?
Some of them. I don't think the big one is, though. Right? I don't think the big one is, right?
I just go, hello?
Hello.
Is it moving? Is it alive, or is it just a dead thing?
Has it noticed us?
I think we're having some really annoying connection issues again. Maybe it is the fact it's locked down again in the UK and everyone's on. At the moment, we've got Yelena's moving. I don't know if everyone else is just holding their breath or just no one else.
I'm moving and speaking.
Yeah, we're all speaking.
I can see everybody moving and speaking in Zoom, but not in Twitch.
Yeah, so you're moving fine in the stream, Dave, but everyone's pictures are almost frozen or
Almost
slightly
frozen.
moving.
I think they're only kind of catching up.
Okay, so it looks like the video stream is mostly down, other than you in Twitch, but at least we're getting some sound. I've stopped my stream to try and make Zoom as stable as possible.
I don't think it's Zoom though, because otherwise we'd be seeing it here, and I can see and hear you all fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I had to stop Twitch in order to be able to view Zoom.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, it's been fine all the time. You've been out of it, if that makes sense.
So we're going to do an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Producing it.
Some of it's picking up fine. Some of it's not. So we'll see how it goes. It doesn't stop the story. It will not stop the story, and it doesn't stop the giveaways, because that's what we're going to do. But yeah, it's only saying.
Alden, what the hell is that heartbeat?
That's Alden.
What's I don't know what this is. Kill it.
Has it noticed us, Dave?
No, it's not moving.
It's not moving.
Everyone do a perception check.
Yep. Oh no, I've got to add big numbers up.
33.
Oh god.
31.
Yeah, 29.
Got a nat 1, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
You're still looking out the door.
Yeah, normal service has resumed, Harrison.
I'm just staring into the sky. I'm like, oh.
30.
That sounds about right.
30.
Okay, right. I'm just dealing with all the. I'm getting messages from some of the mods as well, so I'm just trying to deal with that as well. Right, so you're into the entrance hall. You see this big creature in front of you, and then you all kind of realise it's stuffed. It's not moving.
Oh, after all that.
I told you.
Oh, thank God.
We'll listen to Alden next time.
Exactly.
Can
It's
I
a
have
hunting trophy.
Can I have a closer look at it? Is it one creature or is it several creatures?
It is one creature. So basically, you all kind of search around in the
It's one creature.
in this entrance hall. So there, to give you a kind of a brief description of the area, there are decay abounds inside Foxglove Manor. The ceilings sag, the plaster swells, and timbers rot. The mould and stains mar walls and floors, often in strangely unsettling patterns. The grime and mould encrusting the windows filter the sunlight to dim light within. There's a pervasive smell of decaying wood, the parodic groaning of the house's joists reacting to the unaccustomed movement within, and a dusty mound of dead flies on one of the windowsills. So as you're searching around, Elaine, and you go up and have a closer look at this creature. Yes, it is a bit of an odd, but as Alden said as he came into the room, it is a trophy. So it has the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail, and bat-like wings.
Oh, it's
I remember that battle. A fine battle.
No offense, Alden, but I do not believe you were the one that killed this.
I mean, I had servants to assist, but I struck the killing blow.
What? Do I recognise what it is, Dave?
Yeah, do a history check, or even an arcana check. That would be fine as well.
Religion? Is it religious at all?
No.
No.
I'll do the arcana check.
It's a religious beastie.
I'll have a yeah.
That's an 18.
Okay. It's better than mine.
18, it's fine. I was just trying to find it. It is a manticore.
Yeah,
I told you.
You got
Yes.
killing blow.
I struck the killing blow of this manticore.
Well-
Quite a feat.
How did it go?
But we must continue. We have to clear out this house.
Well, I killed
so we can get
two
back
Manticores, so you know.
Well,
did you really, Harrison? Did you really?
Harrison, you could barely kill a tiger. It's not.
Barely killed.
That's a different story. It was for love, different reasons.
Well, anyway, let's.
Anyway,
Are you sure it wasn't the Manticore that gave you those scratches?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't involved in that fight. No.
So to give you a lay of the land, this is just my players because obviously we're having some technical issues with some really severe lag. Steve, you can put up the Dungeon Fog map so the players can see where they are. Just use the party token for now. So everyone can check that out while you're there. So what do you wish to do? There are stairs on your right going up. There is a door on your left in the middle of the room. There is a door further up on the right hand side. Or you can keep going down the entrance hall because you can see sort of rooms, corridor and a room beyond.
Well,
what would you wish to do?
Go into the doors and find the things to kill.
Do you know whereabouts have you heard these noises? Maybe we should start there.
You've not even said what it is on.
I'm not really sure. I didn't spend much time in here. There's all kinds of stuff.
But you left your wife in here somewhere?
Well, I was returning to see her. She has been here this whole time.
Ah, okay.
So, but let's just start here. Let's just check to make sure that this floor is safe, and then we'll make our way up.
Yes, let's.
I spin my rod on the ground, and I choose a door. The second one from the left.
Second one. There's one door on the left. Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Down the corridor.
Yeah, down the corridor.
So as you go down the corridor, let's bring that up first. As you go down towards the corridor, you're heading. You see that door. You've got your eye on that door now. You see a rather gruesome antique. What appears to be a mummified monkey head, which hangs on the northern wall here. Its tiny mouth is gaping open, and a bell pull extends from the monkey's gaping mouth all the way up to the top. There's a ratty throw rug, partially obscures a foul stain of dark-coloured mould on the floor.
I can't say I like your decor.
It's in progress. They were supposed to have cleaned all this up by now. Terrible.
Can I shift the rug a bit to reveal the mold?
Yeah. So underneath the mold, you see what appears to be some kind of spiral stain on the floor.
Spiral stain.
Stain.
Okay. Yelena, do you know of anything that grows like this?
Let me have a closer look. And I will
Harrison doesn't hear any noises of moaning or groaning or some kind of weird noises in the house.
Well, you do a perception check.
Yeah, sorry, I'll do mine after Yelena.
Okay. I rolled a 27 that time for an H check on the mold on the floor. Do I recognise it? Do I know anything about it?
So you don't recognise the mould itself. However, what you do realise when you're looking at the mould, you kind of step around and you kind of look at it from different angles, and then you realise that from a different perspective, it almost looks like a bird's eye view of a spiral staircase descending downwards, with each step is littered with various skulls and bones.
Just looks like that. It isn't a spiral staircase.
No, you can put your hand on it if you wish.
I am gonna put my hand on it.
Okay. No, it's just
What happens?
nothing happens. It's just literally no. The floor is solid, and you realise no, it's just the shape of the mold. For some reason, the mold has that. Maybe it was a kind of trick of the eyes. You're not quite sure.
Mm-hmm. Rob, do you think this looks a bit like a staircase? Like if you look at it from above?
Yeah, I think so. Let me just. I have an idea. Right, I take one of the vials out and take a bit of the mold.
Oh, don't put it in your mouth, whatever you do. God's
Just
sake.
don't eat it. Mold's not
Rob,
great
do
for you
not
to eat,
eat
Rob.
it,
I wouldn't
whatever you
recommend
do.
it.
I look at the two vials, the one with slime and one with the mold. No. Okay, right. No. Yeah, I'll take a bit of mold if that's okay.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic and just have a look around. I'll look at the spiral staircase in particular. Is this some sort of magic trick or something that it turns into a staircase if you do something? Is it exude any magic at all?
No. So there is no magic from this. However, the monkey head is glowing with magical energy.
Say, Alden.
Yes.
This monkey head over here. What does this do? This is actually a magical item. Seems to be a
It
strange
is
thing
indeed.
hidden in your hallway.
It's a magical monkey head. I collect them. Dave, I don't know. Do I know anything about this?
No, it's one of those family kind of heirloom things that hang around the house. You do know, basically when you were here with Aisha, you used to kind of ring it every now and then to let her know you were home. It's the dinner bell. And you found stories passed down through the family as well. So when they were still around, that would have been the dinner bell when you was a child here. And Harrison remembers that as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Just a magical dinner bell with monkey head. Everybody has
Those
one.
used to freak me out, Holden.
I'll pull it.
No. Fine.
I want to see what it does. I'm going to pull it.
So you hear a monkey sound
Memories.
erupt as you pull it.
I just clench my ears.
I'm getting hungry already.
But you guys had a weird family.
This is how the rich live, Rob.
You don't know the half of it.
This is what it's like to have money up.
Mm.
You can
I
have
feel like I
mummified
missed
heads
out
on the
now.
wall.
I don't know if I want them. Maybe I don't want to be rich.
Well, there's clearly nothing in here. Let's hurry up and find whatever it is that's infesting this house and be done with it.
Harrison rolled a 20. Well, I rolled a 21 for Harrison on the perception. So hearing out for any kind of odd sounds or moaning, groaning, or any kind of
you still
ghoulish
hear
type sounds.
You can hear that the birds still flying around outside. Every now and then one's cracked into the window, but the windows are holding up. You hear the creaking floorboards around the house. There must be a window open somewhere, and you can hear that filtering through. But no, other than that, that's all you hear at the moment.
I say we do a sweep and sweep all the rooms. Let's start with it logically. Alden, where have you experienced any of these strange hauntings? I think you said there was what you described it as. Personally, and what rooms did you see this in?
Well, when I first showed up, I popped my head in. I saw some things moving around and thought I'd just step back out again and wait for you to arrive. So I don't really know where anything is here, but I just saw them kind of sitting around. So we just need to move our way through. And as Harrison said, sweep up clean the place up a little bit. And then we'll
Harrison
find.
doesn't do sweeping, brother. You know this.
Yes. Well, you were the one that said sweeping.
Well,
you said sweeping.
I meant sweepers in a army-like regimental, look around.
Servants, so it's all the same. Just clean up.
Right.
Fix it up.
Let's-
All right, so
Yep. So Harrison just kind of just shakes his head and storms off.
Operation
so he's
Sweep.
gonna-
Let's go. We've had Sooty.
Yeah.
Stop. Voices.
I'm gonna head for the first room that Harrison sees that he remembers probably the layout of Foxglove Manor. So
I'm going to stick close to Rupp because I'm a bit worried about the misgiving sign and whatnot.
Oh, because he's going to pull out his big axe just in case something comes along. Here,
I'll open the
this
next.
is my axe. I call it the Ghostbuster.
I'll open the next door where's the nearest door to us from here?
Oh, sorry. Which one?
So is that
I'm trying to
we're down a
disconnect
corridor?
as much as possible, so you're gonna have to.
Oh yeah, we're down a
describe
corridor, right? So there's a door at the end of here, is there?
No,
So
so you-
I'll describe the room layout while Dave is disconnecting things. If that helps.
Just don't disconnect us, Dave.
Oops.
The spiral mold is in like a narrow section of the corridor. So there are two doors either side of where that spiral sits, and then that opens up into a larger dining area. There's a large table with a number of chairs around it, and then at the back end of that room, there's some large stained glass windows. And off of that room, that dining area, there are two rooms or two doors, one to the north, one to the south.
Okay. So I'll go through one of the doors that's next. You said there was two doors, right?
Yeah.
The left one.
I think we've lost them.
no, we can hear you
Yeah,
fine.
We can hear you,
hear me?
Dave.
Right.
Yeah.
And we can
Yeah,
see
fine.
you too.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
see
you
me.
look
Put
fine.
your
Right.
t-shirt back on.
Some of you,
Everyone
exactly.
looks fine.
Some of you are not moving, and then I can't hear anything unless you talk because you're not moving. Right.
Right, we were.
Okay, so you've walked into the bigger dining room, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've walked through the corridor, you've gone past,
Yep.
you've pulled the monkey chain, you've gone into what looks to be a bigger dining room. Right. Here we go. This is gonna be a hard one. So there's a mahogany table surrounded by chairs sits in this room. There are twin fireplaces loomed to the west, while to the east, stained glass windows obscure what could have been a really breathtaking view of the Lost Coast. Each window depicts a monster rising out of smoke, pouring from a seven-sided box. From north to south are depicted a gnarled tree with an enraged face, an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage, a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso, and a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes. So those are all the stained glass windows.
Someone got that.
Have we seen any of those sort of images before?
Not recently.
Ooh.
Does Harrison remember these stained glass windows being this way?
Yeah, when you were last here, you haven't been here for about 2 years. I think at some point you might go,
Right.
surely you may have at least dusted.
Yeah.
Rup.
There was a lot to
Right.
do.
Yes, yeah, Prof.
I think we might need to give Alden his 10 gold back. I'm pretty sure it looks like he needs it more than we do.
Oh.
Don't worry about me. Just clear out the house.
How has the Foxglove's been doing as of late? This house doesn't look in the best shape.
We're in the midst of renovations. Nothing looks good in the middle of renovations.
Oh, of course, yes.
But it does kind of look like no one's lived here for years.
I've been traveling and one thing after another. But let's remember Aisha is upstairs. So let's find out what's going on and move along.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Don't want to point out bad appearances or anything, but
So your wife has come in and gone upstairs, but you came in and encountered one of these hauntings, and then
yeah, she's been here the whole time.
He has been staying
I've been
here
traveling.
by the sounds of it.
Yeah, she's been staying here. I've been traveling. I'm a businessman. Got plenty of things to do.
Have you heard from her recently? Has she sent you any letters?
I don't. No, but she's fine. We just need to clear this place out and get back to work.
okay,
Communication is good.
sure.
Cool.
Let's maybe do that.
Yes,
Okay,
there we go.
so
the little one knows what's going on.
in this dining room, from the dining room, you have a door in the north and a door in the south. Or you can go back to the corridor you was in, which had two more doors. Or you go back to the entrance hall, which had 2 doors and some stairs. You got a lot to choose from.
let's sweep the rest of this floor first. I think. Let's head north.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a door in the north. You open it up.
Yep.
Okay. So this is a dusty room. Features a long couch caked with white sheets of wispy fungus. Eddies of dust skitter along the warped floorboards as if caught by a slight breeze, yet no wind is noticeable in the air. So as you step in, you notice that, just across the way, there's something's kind of picking up a little bit of cloth on the edge. Everyone roll a perception check for me, please.
More big numbers incoming.
31.
30.
27.
30, I think. Sorry.
27.
Okay.
Big numbers.
Massive
Indeed.
numbers.
Sorry,
So-
no, 26. I lie.
Let's have a look. Who was the highest at 27, wasn't it?
I got 31.
Yeah, and I got 30.
Okay, right. Let's try. Yeah. So, Elias, I'm going to, as we're kind of working all of this out, I am going to send you a private message. If we were at the table, we could do the old passing the notes, but we can't.
Whispers.
Pass the notes round the
This
table.
is a whisper in Zoom. Hopefully it's gone to the right person. Because who knows if all of this is breaking down. Let's try and do something else while Steve's reading that. And I'll do that. I'm
Sounds
assuming
good,
you've got
yeah.
it yet, Steve, or you've disconnected.
Yep. Rob, my love, quick, we must go now. I don't know what's going on in the basement, but we must leave right away. And I start tugging him by the arm and trying to drag him from the room and make a beeline as quickly as possible for the front door.
Yes,
Whoa,
sir.
whoa.
Come on, Rob, come on.
I resist.
Whoa.
Whoa, Elias, what is wrong with you?
I shake my head and sort of come back to my senses, and it's like, I heard a voice. It was a woman's voice, and it said Laurie, and I had this sudden urge and a memory. It must have been her memory, and she said, well, she worries about what her husband was doing all those late nights spent down in the basement and what possibly could be going on, and then I become obsessed with leaving the house as quickly as possible, and I saw Rupp as my child, and I had to rescue him. I had to get him out of the house and away from whatever was going on in the basement. It just filled me with dread. This is Most unusual.
He does look like a child. I will agree with you. Yes.
However, I usually don't find those, racist remarks offensive, but today I might take an opinion on this, like Elias.
I think that's exactly what that whatever that was is exactly what it is we need to deal with. So we have to deal with it.
Well, yes, I do remember that the basement was quite an interesting thing. There was a strange fungus that grew in the basement before. I don't know if it'd been repaired or not, but it must be back.
Well, there's fungus on the sofa. There's fungus on the sofa, isn't there? And is Yelena, do you know of any sort of plants that could cause this? But this, this was a definite memory. This was not an hallucination. I've got nothing from this in my past. This was somebody else's memory.
You were acting quite out of character. You were very much rush in rather than plan, which is a bit odd.
Yes.
I'll have a little look at the mold or the fungus and see. I rolled a 19 on nature, which isn't great.
No, you're not quite sure. It while it looks like fungus, as you kind of inspect it, you touch it and prod it and stuff, it just seems to almost crumble to dust.
Okay. So it's like it's dead or desiccated.
Desiccated, yes.
Okay.
This place is giving me the creeps.
It might be that the plant stores memories.
Maybe.
Did you take a big sniff of it, Elias?
No, I just I went over to see where the wind was coming from.
Rub, I think that was a very good idea. You score a hero point. Well done.
Yay. I took as my 6th level feat natural medicine. Could I maybe think about if there are any other
there are definitely
things that might affect?
There are definitely kind of fungus and fungi and spores and stuff that can have different effects on people.
But I don't know of anything that would cause memories to suddenly sprout in their mind.
We've got a couple of choices.
Hallucinations, maybe, but not memories.
We have to go to the basement where there was.
Yeah.
We either go to the basement or go upstairs.
I think we need to go and find Alden's wife first, just in case she's in danger.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I think maybe we start with the basement. If whatever you think is down there and causing the whole thing, let's get rid of it.
We need to make sure that your wife is okay. If she's here, she could be injured or possessed for a week.
Alden, I'm a bit curious.
Well, but if she's
why aren't you going upstairs to help your wife?
Because I'm helping you.
Well, of course, but you do love her, don't you?
Of course I do, very much.
But
very much.
If she was my wife, I would storm upstairs and.
If she was your wife, I would kill you.
I would heroically want to save her, of course.
However, unlike you, I think these things through. And I realize that the first thing we have to do is eliminate the danger. If we don't eliminate the danger, then it won't make any difference if we find her or not. So if the little ones here think that the danger basement, let's figure that out.
I don't know this. Let's see what else is down here. I like to make sure there's nothing behind us before we go upstairs. I do think we should go and clear Asia first. And we don't know what sort of battlefield this is going to turn into.
This one, I think, knows what's going on.
You think we could experience others' memories through this?
I hope not. It wasn't a pleasant experience.
That sounds terrible.
I think that sounds cool. I don't know about everyone else, but
you are the guy that put your finger into bit of goo and then put it in your mouth. So
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to collect
take
some of the fungus for later use.
Yes.
I mean, I've already got some in a vial from the staircase bit, so
probably
get some sofa fungus.
I like some from the sofa too.
I take a big whiff of the sofa fungus. Does it?
Okay.
I'm going to have to carry you again.
So that's thank you very much from Chris. And see you next week.
Roll a d20 for me.
Nat 1. It's good.
Oh
It's good.
no!
You want that one?
Yeah,
Wow.
really.
Collected a hero point. You've collected a hero
I'm
point.
serious. I'm serious.
Hero point, yeah.
You go.
Hero point.
You plug up one nostril and you do a whole line down the sofa. The back that you hoover up dead bugs, flies, loads of dust, and all this desiccated fungus and stuff. You come up and you're kind of all covered in white, and you're like, yeah. And then you're going to be a bit delirious and out of it for a little while. So just hang in there.
Okay.
We have no suggestions from Rupp, and I think he just lost all heroes.
Okay.
I think you should be deducted.
Rupp,
Do I need to carry him?
you're right, Rupp.
He's a bit
fine.
stunned at the moment.
I'm sure
He's seeing
I'm
lots
sure
of
it's
dancing
fine,
colours.
right?
It's
I mean,
quite nice.
yeah, I'm not. It's not the same. Maybe it's just on gnomes or something.
Right, I think we should check. I think we
Hold
should
on,
check
hold
more
on.
rooms.
I agree. Could you go and check the next room? I just need to fix up.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to try and treat poison.
Okay. So Tolkus is going to go to the next room.
Okay, so
While,
the door on
Elias
the
is
left.
doing his magic.
So you have a door on the left of the room. You go through, then it takes you into quite a 10, 20, 30, 35 foot long corridor. You've got a doorway on your right almost straight away, and towards right at the end there's a door on either side. All doors are closed. What do you wish to do?
How many doors were there, sorry?
One on your right, and there's two at the either end.
There's
If you can see Steve's map, you'll be able to see it.
Who's coming with me? Yelena, you coming with me?
coming.
Check the one on the right first.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for the right one.
Okay, you open up into the room, and
I'll
what
see if I
appears to
can
be
get back
some
into,
kind
the
of
map.
washroom. You're going to try and get back into the map.
Okay, down the toilet.
Inside is a simple washroom. It's an ancient metal wash tub. Stands at the north. There's a ring of mildew crusting its inner surface. So all the way around the ring it's pretty rank. But
I
you
think
see,
Rob might want some of
there's a
that.
strange scratching noise is coming from the tub.
Can we see in it without going into the room proper, or do we have to go into the room?
You've always got to step into the room. Come on. You know how this works. I open the door, but I never go in. I close it.
I'll step in. Yeah. No, no, that's not Tokus. Tokus is let's go.
So you both step into the room,
and
you hear
he's got his
scratching
axe there
coming
just
from
in case something decides to pop out.
You hear scratching coming from inside the tub. Now you might not see this. I'm going to switch to just the other camera, but what you see inside is not Aldren, as you see now. What you see inside is a diseased rat. Yeah, it's pretty horrible, actually. It's a pretty disgusting
Like a normal sized rat or a giant rat?
No, if you can still see Twitch, there's a picture of it up at the moment.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty horrific and a bit of a pitiful sight. It's a blind, tumor-heavy rat. And you notice as you kind of get closer to the bath, it's obviously heard you or smelt you, and it starts running up the side, and it keeps falling back into the side of the bath, but it's getting really angry, so it must be really, really hungry. But you can imagine the dry skin, it's all kind of bulbous and spotty, and there's eye cavities in there. It's not good.
Tokus feels sorry for the rat.
It doesn't look very healthy, does it?
It's
do you think you can help it, Yelena, or do you think we should put it out of its misery?
As Yelena and Tolkus discover the rat, I walk in and also see the rat, and I go, "Oh yes, I forgot to tell you about the rats in the basement."
Did they all look like this?
Well, I don't remember them looking like this, but they were quite attack. They tried to attack people, and
Did you anger
They're just
the rats?
They're just rats. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Yeah, kill it.
I don't think we should kill it. It's not hurting
Yes.
anyone. I think we should find some food.
Oh, come on, kill it. Kill it.
At this point, I'd like to roll a perception check on Aldren.
Go ahead.
Because he seems very in favour of killing things.
I think if I was there, I would be in favour of killing it. It's a disease blind.
Yeah, but it's an animal, and Yelena's druid, so that's complicated.
And it just looks like a naked roll.
Yeah.
That's it.
8.
I'll step into the room and draw a dagger and just stab the thing.
Okay, go for it. So Yelena, you're trying to do what? And Aldrin, you are going to try and stab it.
I'm just gonna stab it. Just kill this. This is my house. This is no one wants rats in the house.
I'm just
all
trying
right.
to deduce if
That's
Aldrin...
that's a 32.
Okay.
It's a dead rat.
So Aldrin, as you're trying to deduce what, Yelena?
I'm just trying to deduce if Alden is in his right mind. If
Okay,
he's
so
acting like he did when we last met him.
You take a step back from the bath just to kind of look at Aldrin. Aldrin steps in straight away and with very little effort skewers the rat, holds it up and says, "Look, it's diseased. The best thing we can do is kill it."
Exactly. It's a rat.
Yeah, you think...
All right, then I'll toss it back in the tub.
So apart from throwing it back where he found it, that seems to be pretty much Aldrin.
He's very strange, even if he's okay.
Yeah.
Right, so come
along.
That's
fine.
Should we keep moving?
Yep, come out of that room. Go to one of the next door along the corridor.
Okay, so the next door, you come out of there.
Oh, that's been going on. While they've been doing that, then is that enough time to me have done treat poison?
Yeah, you can do that.
I've rolled a 21.
A 21 or a 31.
Okay, so it was 21. Yeah.
21.
21, 2-1.
Yep, it works. So, Rupp, you start to come down.
I
from your
shall chivvy Master Rupp along.
Yeah.
You realise that as the sparkling, nice, pretty colours and as the glowing, horrible, dim green light starts to lose its fancy, and you realise that it's just you and Elias talking in this room. Everyone else is left.
Oh, the come down.
Well, this is sad. Why are we here?
I've been asking that myself that question for the last few days now, and I'm a little intrigued as to what's going on with all this undead and well, in this place it doesn't make any sense. There's definitely something going on here. Let's catch up with the others.
Catch up with us. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, Alden shouts from down the corridor.
Yeah.
So you see down the corridor, because the door is open. It's a very long corridor, and they've just gone into another room, so you can kind of hurry along. Everyone has walked into what appears to be it's an oak panelled chamber that must have once been quite breathtaking in its day. It's quite a huge, quite a big chamber for this house. But to see it right now is pretty sad. The floorboards are warped with moisture. The paneling is scratched and spotted with mould. There is a grand piano, but its surface is kind of splotchy. The keys look warped. And it kind of just leans.
Everyone's a critic.
Side.
Everyone's a critic.
Kind of leads tidily to the side. What would you like to do? And Elias and Rump, you've kind of caught up. You go into the room with them as well.
Tokus goes over to the piano, slightly lifts up the thing, and he goes on the two highest keys.
Yeah, because they really like that, don't they?
I hate that. It's creepy.
Okay.
Why'd you do it then?
It's fun.
As Tokus does that, I am going to. Right. You all hear a funky tune coming out of the piano, which sounds a little bit like this. If this actually works, well, let's find out.
So this is about 4 clowns short of a nightmare for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, if a zombie clown jumps out, Steve's going to pack his pants.
Aldren, have you been playing music instruments again?
As that music plays, I was going to say Jeff, Tokus starts moving away in a very kind of dance pose, and you see him waltz around this chamber while all of that music is playing.
There's no time for dancing.
He's obviously not got anyone. He's dancing around the chamber on his own. What do you wish to do?
Tokus.
Does Tokus realise what he's doing, Dave? Or
yeah, you're
There's
dancing,
no time for fooling around.
So from Tokus, I'll just kind of explain to you what happens. You see, for you, Tokus, you are waltzing with an extremely beautiful woman. She has dark hair, her open neckline, lots of jewelry, very fancy, beautiful dress as well. And she's very happy to see you. Her smiling, she's looking up into your eyes. There's lots of love just oozing out of her. But then as you're dancing and waltzing around the room, you feel very warm. And then that temperature starts to get cold. You see that her face, her beauty in her face starts to become gaunt. Her neck starts to almost change colour to go sort of a blue and a black bruise appears around her neck. Her eyes starts to bulge and water up, and then her mouth twists in pain. Her tongue starts to kind of stick out of her mouth, and all of this is, you realise as you are waltzing with her, is almost as if you're seeing someone being strangled.
Ooh. Control of myself while this is happening?
Say that again, Jeff.
Am I in control of myself at all while this is happening? Or
no, you are being controlled. It's like she
so
is leading the dance, and everyone else just sees you waltzing around the room.
But I mean, I can't like shout anything or say anything to the rest.
You can shout.
Well, I just said, no, don't kill her, don't do it.
Kill who? Kill who?
Tokus.
And I poke Tokus with my rapier, not in a menacing way, but just kind of like, what the hell's going on type thing, as he's trying to dance. Hopefully trying to rescue him from his...
Hopefully sheathed.
Okay, so you've gone up with your rapier to poke him in the bum while he's dancing around,
I think,
saying, "Don't kill her."
Harrison always uses protection, but that's just me.
Yeah. So as you poke him in the bum, this huge shriek a shrill shriek echoes through the room. Everybody, do a will saving check, please.
And me as well, Dave.
Everybody, and you, yeah.
Everybody, yeah.
Rubbish.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. That's pretty good.
24.
That's 30.
Okay,
17.
anyone under 15?
29.
Big
21.
numbers.
You're all fine. So as the shriek goes out, you see the windows in the room just burst, shatter completely. You all take cover, and Tolkis, your body is your own away. The last thing you see is this woman just kind of crumble away into rot, and then she just disappears into dust.
I think I just had a similar experience to Elias. I saw a woman and I was dancing and she was beautiful and I felt warm and loved. Then I saw her being strangled and I couldn't do anything.
Can you describe the woman, Tolkis?
She was beautiful. That's all I can think of.
These memories of the husband, maybe, or the mum. I'm not sure. Aldren, what was your mum like?
Rich.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Still alive.
Are there any paintings of your family people in the house?
Yeah, they're upstairs.
I'm sure we can see them upstairs, but these sounds like you were saying memories from the whatever the fungus was or whatever this evil is. It's these evil memories. We have to figure out what's causing them.
Well, this memory didn't feel very evil to me, but I just felt warm and loved and.
But you said she was strangled.
She was strangled. That sounds quite evil, Tolkis.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Apart from
You don't like that sort of thing, do
But
you?
then she crumbled into dust.
That's terrible.
What happened
Very
to your mum,
disturbing.
Aldren?
What?
What happened to your parents? Harrison, you mentioned an orphanage. What happened to them?
Yes. Well, father, I believe, committed suicide, but I think mother was burnt alive in the servants' quarters.
Oh,
Here. Did they both die here?
Yes.
terrible things have happened here. No question about it. But now we have a chance to fix that.
So is
So
the
let's
name
do it.
Laurie from your family history as well? The woman that possessed me, she was trying to protect her child, Laurie. Does that name appear in your family tree at all?
No. Mother was called Cyrili, and my father was called Trevor.
But what about going back further? I mean, does this tragedy and these events go back further than your parents?
My father was the first Foxglove to take over this manor, so it could be someone before. They wasn't?
Nope.
Ignore that.
Okay.
I think we need to go upstairs and
Yes.
Yeah, have a look at the.
We still need to
family.
find Alden's wife. We need to rescue her. I have a bad feeling about this now.
Yeah, let's go upstairs, or maybe if there's loads of fungus downstairs, maybe we'll find out some more memories.
Maybe. But there's another door, isn't there?
there's a door in the south wall from the dining room. Yeah.
We should check that first, I think.
Yeah.
You're going into the south from the dining room, yes?
Tolkis shakes himself down, gives himself a couple of slaps, and then walks off to the door.
So, you walk in, and this is a library. The library features 2 chairs, one of which lies on its side before a stone fireplace. There is a scarf. It's red and gold, contrasting with the drab palette of the room. Is draped over the side of the fallen chair. A book sits face down on the floor between the 2 chairs. A stone bookend which appears to be carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings, lies on its side inside the fireplace, inside the arch of the fireplace.
I'm not touching anything in this room.
Yeah, I'll pick up a book.
You pick up the book, yeah?
What, the one that's on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're all kind of walking in and
It's
exploring the
foggy.
room, you notice that there's splashes of dried blood stains the back of one of the chairs, and the book appears to be nothing. It's about Varisian history, not ancient history, just various kind of textbooks, but nothing special about that. You notice also on the bookend that's inside the fireplace also appears to be lots of dried blood onto one end of the bookend.
Am I looking at a? Is that a weapon of murder, Elias?
Yes, Rob. Your thoughts are coincidentally the same as mine. I've been wanting to use some skills that I've picked up since we've been adventuring. I've found some interest and spent some weeks studying forensic medicine. So yes, it's maybe a good time to take a look at it, and I'll reach in and pull out the angel in prayer and take a look at some of the dried blood. And I want to use my forensic acumen skill.
Okay.
To try and ascertain whether the spots of blood, the chair, and the blood that is on the praying angel could possibly be connected to somebody bludgeoned to death in the room or something. And this is a murder weapon.
Do you have to do any check on that? Is there a roll? Is there a degree of roll, or is it just using it?
Roll. That's a 14 in total.
Okay, so you can't really tell. Maybe it's
it
the
allows
age.
me to use the medicine skill.
Okay, so you can't really tell if it matches the same blood type, for example. But you do find pieces of hair, and what pieces appear to be, you definitely kind of have a good idea of what bone looks like. So you've got dried blood, matted hair, and bone, fragments of bone.
Sounds like a Frey Bentos pie.
Yeah.
About the stuff, is it fashionable?
Is it new or is it old?
Is it fashionable? Go on.
No, sorry. Just while we're on that, it's dried blood. It's not blood, is it?
Sorry, it's dried blood. Yes.
Everything here, the mole, yeah. It's not desiccated. It's not.
No,
this could be within the last few months, not the last few decades.
Correct. Are you still there, guys?
This is
No one's
recent.
talking.
This is not like the other.
Yeah, we're still here.
Everyone's there. There we are.
So if this is
yeah, there is a bit of a delay.
Okay.
Perhaps we should move more quickly then. If this is recent, as I said, I just returned. Things could have happened while I was gone. Perhaps someone is in trouble here.
Let's go find your wife. Make sure she's all right first.
Yes. Let's.
Yes. I think we need to find Aisha immediately.
If you do, everyone take a quick perception check for me.
He's worrying this.
Perception.
Another nat 1. Yeah.
Wow.
19.
Rob is knocking them out the park
27.
25.
Rob's still getting over the disease, the fungus.
He is. He's got things in his ears. He's trying to dog them out. Everyone else can hear it apart from Rupp, but echoing sort of down through the house, it definitely sounds as if you can hear a woman crying.
Can anyone else hear that?
Yeah, we need to go upstairs.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Rob, you're coming with us anyway.
Rob can't hear it.
Trust us, Rob. There is a woman crying. We can hear it.
I'll drag her up along for the ride.
Okay. You're going back to the main hallway and going up the stairs?
Yeah, we're gonna follow the sound.
Okay. And we'll find out what happens after the break, because I think we need to see if we can sort out some of these technical issues. And it's a good place to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to re-roll the Beadle and Grimm Kickstarter promo advert and see if that works for everyone. We're going to take everyone, all players and Paul. We've got 3 minutes. So potty break, refill your beers, get you some snacks, go.
No beer.
Ready?
No.
On your marks.
Okay.
Get set. Go.
Hi, my name is Matthew Lillard. You've probably seen me in many a horrible movie back in the 90s. Can we start again? It's me, Matt! Hi, I'm major motion picture star Matthew Lillard. Hi. All right, Sam. I'm Matthew Lillard. What's the line? You just do whatever the fuck. I almost had it. I got a booger on my shirt. What's the first line? I was in terrible movies during the 90s. You grew up on them and you watched them, sucker. My name is Matthew Lillard. You may know me as Beadle from Beadle and Grimm's. Last couple of years, our company is focused primarily on the DM, creating battle maps, in-world handouts, jewelry items, and of course, stuffed animals. Now it's time to focus on you, the players. Because when we gather around a table, we're not there to hear a story, we're there to tell a story. All of us. And sometimes that story goes on for years and is remembered only on coffee-stained scraps of paper or 3 random journals. But worst of all, it's in your head. And why is that bad? Because I'm not that smart. Bill's way smarter than me. When he says it's Grimm that killed the frost giant that was on its way to destroy the town, I can't really argue with him because I don't have it on a journal. And if I had it in a journal, sitting on a bookshelf, you could just say, hey, check out my journal. We all know the problem with a journal. In a real game, when are you gonna use that thing? On a real night of gaming, you bounce from a core rule book to the advanced player's guide, and of course your character sheet. And the entire game goes like boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, 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 boom. You never go back to this thing. And again, the story is only in your brain, and Bill's telling you that he is the real champion. But what if? Stay with me here. What if, Charlie? Charlie, thanks. What if we created a single book specifically tailored for your character class? And what if it had an enormous character sheet to record every detail of your character? Every stat, every strength, weakness, magic item, enemy, ally, even your familiar. And then took all the official Pathfinder rules, the spells, feats, and skills that you need for your class and your class only, and combined that with an expansive journal to capture your story. And obviously it's only useful if it's on heavy paper to handle the years of wear and tear, and bound on a lay-flat binding so you can use every inch of it. And of course, us being us, we add amazing artwork from across the Pathfinder universe, as well as our own custom pieces, commissioned specifically for this book. And that's why I'm here today, to introduce you to Beadle and Grimm's complete character chronicle. Character sheet, rulebook, journal, all in one. The tools to tell your story and the pages to preserve it. If my story had been included in one of these, I'm pretty sure that Beadle, the greatest dungeon delver ever, would have been the true hero of the group. Not Bodum, not Tanner, and definitely not Grimm. Because it all would have been written down, the incontestable truth. Or at least, a well-documented lie. Which is just as good. I'm Matthew Lillard, and we are Beadle and Grimm.
And we're back. Hello again. Hope you enjoyed that quick little break. If you have any questions, I should have said this before I did it, but if you have any questions for Paul, put it into the live chat. Do a big, huge capital question with a colon and then your question, shove it in, and we can put that on. Okay?
Absolutely.
Cool. Dun, dun, dun. Anything?
Welcome back. Everyone has snacks.
Everyone got snacks?
I had a
I don't know
snack,
why,
yes.
but I had a
I've got
real
a fresh
craving for
drink.
cheese. I'm eating cheese.
You should have given that to the rat.
Yeah.
When you had the chance.
Poor little thing.
Poor little thing.
Deserved what it got. Its own fault for being a rat.
I was just trying to clean the bath, that's all.
So one of Elias, Steve, if you could get some of those questions ready that have been coming in. I've got some on Twitter as well. Paul, what we did last week when Bill and Matt was on, we know the stories of how Beadle and Grimm was formed and how long you guys have all been friends and all that. But what I asked Bill and Matt was what was their first impression of each other. So what was your first impression of Bill when you met him?
So Bill, I actually knew Bill. I met Bill in college. Bill and I actually met Bill before I met any of the other guys. And I met Bill in college. We were both theater students in Los Angeles. And what was my first impression of Bill? That for a theater student, he was surprisingly quiet at first meeting. He was rather low key. And most of the people in the theater department were a little over the top. But once you got to know him, he ended up being a very, very funny person. But at first impression was that he was quiet and mean.
Me. Lovely.
Love it, me.
And Matt, Oh, and I met Matt in acting school here in New York City. And my first impression of Matt was that this may be the loudest, brashest, biggest person I think I had ever met.
But he seemed so shy and retiring when he joined us. I don't know what you mean.
Exactly. So in a way, my first impression of both of them were opposites. They were absolutely opposites. But yeah, no, Matt was when we first met him, he was just like you would expect, except younger, not very famous yet. You guys may not know this, but he used to do a skater TV show. He did one of his very first things was Skate TV. And he did a TV show about skateboarding.
I was going to say, as in skateboarding. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, as in skateboarding. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, actually, that matches up very well with what they both said last week. Actually, so yes, it must be true then. That's all good. That's all good to know. So we've had one of the questions we had from Theo and Grady from the Gallant Goblin. Hello, Gallant Goblin. So this is to you specifically, Paul. What is your personal favourite item that Beadle and Grimm has developed from one of your platinum editions? And then, do you have one?
Oh, what is one of my favorite?
And it can't be the Shark Medallion.
For the Platinum Edition. No, no, it can't, because that wasn't a Platinum Edition.
That's true. Yeah.
I think my favorite item, was the Mine the Soul coin from Sent into Avernus.
Yeah.
The Soul coin is a big coin. That's the currency of hell. And they each have a human soul in them. And one of the things I loved about it was, one, just how big and heavy it was. But the design we got from Wizards of the Coast when we made it, only the front. So we had to come up with the design for the back of the coin.
Okay.
And we had an artist do it. And the things we did was we had a design made with an infernal script. But then we had very subtly this face.
The face, yes.
Sort of just right. You can see a face sort of pushing out through it. And I think that was my favorite.
That is cool.
Yeah, I've got the coin here. It's a lovely piece as well. When I've issued it, I had it around the tables, obviously before lockdown. As you said, when you catch the light just right, you can see the screaming soul inside. It's a lovely. I have no idea how they manufactured that as well, because you've got, as you say, that imprint of everything else, and it is only when you rotate it and just catch that light perfectly. That is pretty cool. We've got another question as well from Ryan. It's just whizzed past. Everyone's asking questions now. If you could pick the next game system that Beadle and Grimm would work with, so not Paizo, not Dungeons and Dragons, is there what's the next game system that you would personally like to go for? Have you played anything else apart from sort of fantasy games? Do you play sci-fi or board games?
No, we played a lot of games. I mean, we've played Shadowrun, and we've played Cyberpunk. We played Starfinder, Call of Cthulhu. I think it would either be Call of Cthulhu, maybe Shadowrun. Call of Cthulhu might be fun because it's all about puzzles and strange items. As we dig more and more into it, we're just finding that almost any game sort of lends itself to creating this kind of stuff. But I think if I had to pick one, I would probably choose Call of Cthulhu as something that we haven't dug into yet.
Cool. I've got the me and Steve picked up a load of different games from last year's Dragon Meet, and I did pick up the Call of Cthulhu, the starter set. And yeah, the puzzles they have with just a simple scroll, it's a handout, but then you'd have hidden ciphers and things like that. And I love those kind of puzzles where you always get an item and then you keep it through the whole of the adventure, and it means different things. I love those kind of things, different layered puzzles. Another question from Maverick 2. Hello, Maverick. What item did you personally want for a box but didn't make it in? What's been on the rejection table?
We wanted to make the puzzle box for Descent into Avernus. So at the very, very onset at the very beginning of Descent into Avernus, the players are given a puzzle box, which they have to spend some time trying to open. And once they finally open it, there's a scroll which leads them to the next part of the story. And we immediately thought, oh, that would be so great. We spent a lot of time trying to come up with a way to create the puzzle box that wasn't going to cost more than the whole box itself. So that ended up getting cut in favor of other things. But that was something that we really wish we could have figured out how to do.
Yeah, I saw that. It was the
maybe next time.
Cool.
I think Wizard of the Coast did something in Italy when they launched Descent into Avernus, and they had I think they had one specially commissioned and built.
They had an artist. Yeah. They had an artist make one, and it was, and we talked to that artist.
Oh, the same person.
We talked to Wormwood. Wormwood makes those amazing wood things, and it just, to create these boxes, it's a puzzle, sort of an economic puzzle in and of itself to figure out how much can you fit in there without it costing more than, people are paying for. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but that was something that we wish we could have done.
Yeah, they said at the time it was different. So each side of the box has a different puzzle. You had to unlock it to finally get on the inside, and there was different people involved with the whole design of it. But yeah, the price tag was phenomenal. But they gave one away to an attendee at the event. It was a winner or something for one of the games. That was pretty cool. So what we have is we got the mods are going to run a competition. So if you can everyone see that in live chat, the word is going to be misgivings. So it's exclamation mark misgivings or misgiving.
Misgiving, no S at the end, just misgiving. Okay,
so you might have to start them off, Steve. Put that into live chat and you'll be entered in. The first draw we're going to do. Did you want? So Paul, do you want to do the voucher first or the book?
Why don't we do the gift certificate first? A $50 gift certificate at Beadle and Grimm's, so that you get Pandemonium Warehouse for anything on our store.
Cool.
Okay. So we're gonna run that. We'll just have.
And we have all kinds of stuff. We have boxes.
All
we
kinds
also have
of cool stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. Chef Hunter's asked a question. Would you ever get into 3D printing? Would Beadle and Grimm's ever get into 3D printing?
I mean, yeah. So I mean, we've been talking to different groups about that. So for example, our Kickstarter for the Complete Character Chronicles include a Hero Forge mini at certain tiers. We'd love to figure out a way to make that work. Yeah. So Hero Forge is a company that already does that. So I think for us, it would be more about working with partners that are already doing it and just figuring out ways of making it accessible and affordable and and part of the products that we're doing. So, but for right now, if you back the Kickstarter and get one of the Chronicles, for the fighter class, you can get a Hero Forge mini, and so you can have a book and the mini for your character.
Cool. So, Steve, we've got some people in the competition now.
Cool.
Steve,
we can run one.
Right. Do you want to push the button?
Yeah.
I will push the button.
Delay.
There's a bit of a delay, so Joy Division has won so that's the voucher.
Well done, Joy Division. No, what's the rule, Steve? Once you've put in once, that's it. That's all you need to do. Division. Or do you need to put it in again?
You only need to put it in once, and we're going to roll it. No, we put it in once, and we're going to roll it twice.
Okay, so do not put your name in again. Sorry, the misgiving again. And we're going to roll it again in a second.
Your name.
So, Paul, what's the... how is the Kickstarter coming along? We're still on track. Everything... We know. Let's kind of dig a little bit deeper. What can we get an exclusive? Can we get a scoop? What's the next book?
Paul, it's a trap.
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you what the next book was.
That is
a mystery. That is the next class that we're going to unlock. So we already have Rogue, Fighter, Wizard, and Cleric.
Yep.
We already unlocked the first stretch goal, which was the whiteboard. The next stretch goal is going to be a mystery book. So it's going to be a new class.
Oh, please be barbarian, please.
It's green. It's green. It has to be ranger or druid or something like that.
Or fungus. Or it could just be the fungus class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the fungus fleshy bard.
So that'll be the next one to unlock. And as soon as we get to that, then there's one more class that we can unlock in this stretch goal. And if things go really well, who knows? We might be able to even do more. Our goal eventually, of course, is to do all of them. But we're starting out with these. So, so when you back them, you can also, if you back the fighter now, and then we unlock a class later on, and it turns out to be something that you'd like, at the end, you can always switch. So whichever one you back on the Kickstarter, you can always switch it up. You can add on more, so you can back the fighter, but then you can get the wizard and the cleric. Or any of the mystery ones when they're unlocked. We have these dice sets that go with each class. So each class gets its own dice kit where you actually have dice that are specific to your class, which are really nice. And so it's, so there's all kinds of cool stuff. And then there's the Hero Forge minis that you get. But yeah, it's going really well. We funded right away. We hit our first stretch goal. And so now it's really just about how much more can we do and how many more books can we create. One funny thing is that a lot of people who are excited about it, a little hesitant sometimes because they think this book looks so great, I'm going to be reluctant to write in it. So there's been a lot of people in the comments saying, I want to get the book, but I'm going to be worried about writing in it.
I'm one of those kind of people. They do that. I want to keep it pristine and not smudge it.
I know, but we're trying to encourage people to sort of get over that and really just embrace the writing in it, because that's going to be the fun of it. Is filling up the character sheet at the beginning, but more importantly, filling out the whole journal section at the end. We've really done all kinds of fun pages in the journal section, including things like there's a place to put your top 10 enemies, your top 10 friends. You can, if you're a wizard, there's a place to design your wizard keep. If you're a fighter, there's a place to design your keep. So there's really lots of places to really sort of flesh out your story.
I like the fact you get.
I really want to make sure that people do it.
I like the fact you get a birth and death certificate as well. So again, you can literally have an entire journal just based on your character from start to finish. It puts everything in it, and I absolutely love that one. Steve, can you? We also have a referral link. So for anyone looking who hasn't yet backed Beadle and Grimm's Kickstarter, please do. Steve will put in a link to a referral link into chat. There it is. I just saw him do it. So to use that, because that will increase our score. We're gonna try to get to 10. We're not at 10 yet. We're gonna try, but use that, and it's a fantastic referral link. Steve, are we ready to pull another winner?
We are. I was going to ask another question if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this was from chat. So is it, which book would you choose to be the next one, Paul?
Well, I would always choose Bard, because that was my first character was a Bard. And I would always choose a Bard.
Here's a question. Here's
whether
another...
that is in fact the mystery class or not.
Well, let's find out, because so far all the books that we've seen are kind of color coded. So this next book, I think, is the green one. So to everyone at home, are bards green, or are rangers green? What is your kind of main color here? Rangers and druids are green. Bard is bard green. Bard.
The next book is purple-ish.
Who says it's purple-ish?
So the 90k stretch. No, the green is the 140k unlock. The next unlock, which is at 90k, is purple-ish. So that's thanks to Maverick 2, who checked the Kickstarter page.
Well done, Maverick 2. You've ruined it. We've got to wait even longer before we find out if it's a Ranger book. I'm
and on top of it, we could have just made up.
Yeah.
We could have just made up the colors.
Yeah,
the colors may have nothing to do with the actual book.
I was just going to see if you slip up. That was all. And say, well, Rangers, of course they are.
Which is likely. I'm likely to mess up, but
most likely to let something slip. Paul.
Exactly. I am the weak link in Beadle and Grimm. But at the end of the day, I mean, the best thing to do is to back the Kickstarter, find out which ones are which, and that's the best way to do it. We're excited, and again, eventually we want to do all of them. I mean, there's warlocks and witches and alchemists and champions, and the list goes on and on and on.
Is this going to be so
we have a lot to go?
Obviously the Kickstarter is the first 4, and then we have the tiers once you kind of get there. But for the after the Kickstarter, is the next set of books going to be a new Kickstarter? Have you kind of thought about that way, or is this now is this going to be an ongoing project for you guys? Is it going to be like the boxes, the platinums? There's 1,000. Once they're gone, they're gone. Yeah. Are we always going to be able to buy? So next year, 2021, I've got my fighter journal, and then I create my second fighter, my third fighter. Can I go back to the Beadle and Grimm store and just buy one off the shelf?
So the plan right now, absolutely, is that you'll be able that eventually these will become regular parts of our store. The standard Chronicles you'll be able to buy in our store. However, the collector's edition ones that are available in the Kickstarter, those will be limited edition. So the collector's edition of the fighter, the collector's edition of the cleric, those will disappear when the Kickstarter ends.
So they are literally Kickstarter exclusive. This is the only time to get them.
The collector's edition ones will be the Kickstarter exclusive. So yes, you'll absolutely be able to go back and buy more fighters and wizards and cleric rogues. But the collector's editions are the ones that you're going to want to get in the Kickstarter. And we haven't quite decided yet. A lot of it depends on how this first Kickstarter goes, whether we continue to do more or whether we change that model and just start selling them directly. But either way, there'll still be a limited edition, a limited set of the collector's edition ones, which have those beautiful slip covers and a unique cover that's different from the other ones, and some extra little dads inside.
Doodads.
Everyone likes extra doodads.
Everybody loves it.
Everyone likes to do that. Right, so we're happy. I'm just going to check one last time because Paul has come on today, and I want to get this perfectly clear, perfectly straight. We are giving away a complete character chronicle right now.
Yep, right now.
Obviously, you don't get it until it's printed, so you won't get it until the Kickstarter is not just finished but done. So you're not going to get it till June at the earliest. But that's what we're giving. We're going to give away one. I love this. So
yeah, I'm excited. This is the first time we've given one away. So we're excited about this.
Cool.
Fantastic. So everyone go, Steve. I'll leave it over. I don't have a drum. I've got a dodgy piano. Or I got a monkey.
Let's push the button.
Pull the monkey.
And the winner is Trontonian.
Trontonian.
Congratulations.
Well done, Trontonian.
Well done. You have just won the very first complete character chronicles or chronicle for your Pathfinder. Hopefully you play Pathfinder. If not, what a fantastic excuse to start learning. And don't be afraid to DM.
Tony is a new follower of ours as well.
Oh, nice one. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Cool. Are we doing one?
Awesome.
All my notes have just gone out the window because of all these technical delays we seem to be having on Twitch today, and general Microsoft it's gone all out the window. I'm just going to say a quick hello to everyone in chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Anonymous, Derpin Hep, hello. Thank you again for joining us. Marissa, hello again, Marissa. Maverick, hi Maverick. We need to sort out some times. We want to kind of get you on here, Mav, as a guest player. I've also known Mav from, I don't know Mav, but I know Mav from a couple of other groups. Nevermore, thank you, Mike. Plum Loco, I think that's Jason, isn't it? Plum Loco, I think that's Jason. Mm-hmm. Rogue Fighter Live, great name. VNK, hello. Zombies ate my brains. He's back.
Yay, zombies.
No, not this. I won't spoil it. But we had tons and tons of zombies last week. Tons and tons of ghouls. Trontonian, get in touch with our mods, and they'll get your details. We need your name and your email address, so we can send those details on to Beadle and Grim. Cool. Right. And Paul, are we doing another one later on?
Yeah, and at the end we'll do it again. Yeah.
So we got another book. There's another book gonna be going. So yes.
But we're not allowed to win.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to give these out, but I am. So.
Well, it's done. It's done now. So let's just.
I knew Paul was a rebel.
Yeah, that's what we want. So you basically race up the stairs. You hear these noises of a woman crying, weeping, and you race up to the top of the stairs. You're on a landing area. Get rid of that map. Don't need that one anymore. You get up to a landing area. It's a short corridor, but with doors. Plenty of doors to the left, plenty of doors to the right. If Steve brings up the next map, you will see that for my players.
Stuck in the middle with Tolkas.
Yep.
Alden, does that sound like it could be your wife?
It could be. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever heard her cry.
Whoever it is,
she's always so happy.
Peril.
Who's leading the charge up the stairs? Let's do a quick group order. Who's last?
Well, Tulkas is usually
who's
at the
first
front,
and who's
so...
last?
Elaine will go last.
And Rupp and I will be somewhere in the middle, seeing as we were. Well, I was trying to drag Rupp along.
I'll stand next to Rupp.
Hi.
Okay.
Hold on, Rupp's usually between my legs.
Excuse me? I'm sure this
In that
is
case,
a
I
family
won't.
show somewhere. Okay, so Steve is just loading up the player's map. That's just the audience. It's just for the players, just so they can navigate it easier, and they know where things are, which is handy for them.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, so that is up. So at the top of the stairs, you still hear the crying. However, Yelena, as you mentioned, you at the back of the stairs.
Ooh.
As everyone is going up the stairs and around the corner, you're obviously last, and you hear the footsteps as the planks creak under your feet, and it's almost as if you then hear the steps. You hear everyone like chon 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 chon, and then you're stepping up behind them, and then immediately behind you, as if the step behind you is also being stepped on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to whirl around with my staff as if to kind of hit someone if they're following me.
Okay. And there is no one there.
Poke. Anything?
No. It's just going cutting through the air. There's no one there. No one appears to be there, and everyone else is kind of scampered up to the top of the stairs.
Don't worry, I think it's lag.
Definitely lag.
Oh, that's fine then. I'm going to go up the stairs backwards.
Okay.
To catch up with everyone.
As you step up each stair, immediately in front of you, as you take a step back and it creaks, and then you take a step back and it creaks. Each time you do that, the step in front of you, where you just were, also creaks as if there's someone is stepping up. But it's the step that you've just come off of.
If I go back down again, what happens? Does the same thing still happen?
No. Going forwards, it does not happen. Only when you go down the stairs, it doesn't happen. When you go up the stairs, it's almost as if someone would be directly behind you on that step.
Either show yourself or fuck off.
Can we still hear the cries?
Roll a perception check.
I will run up the stairs to catch up with everyone. Glancing over my shoulder a couple
21.
of times.
Okay, who's got the highest? We've got a 21. Anyone beat 21?
Yeah, 30.
Okay.
Oh, just
30.
slightly.
That one on Harrison.
That makes 2, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's 2 in a row.
I've had 2 as well this session. It's not...
So, Rupp, as you get to the top of the stairs, you can hear whimpering and crying and sobbing. You're not too sure where it comes from, because as you get to the top of the stairs, you kind of go into a round corridor bit at the top of on the next floor. And it does seem to be just echoing around you. You're not quite sure.
Can anybody pinpoint it?
No, it seems to be pervasive all around us. It's strange.
Yes, it's coming from everywhere.
What's going on? I can't hear anything.
Check these rooms.
Cries.
Let's see what's in there.
Can I try and open the door? Is there...
Yep. So if you can see the map, right?
Yes. Oh, right. Yeah.
There's a door to your kind of left, and there's a door to the right. So if you've come up the stairs, you're in this area. You've got 2 small doors, and then you've got these 2 bigger kind of
Can I
doors
go
in the middle of the corridor.
Can I try and go in the right big door? The
one in the middle of in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else going? So Rupp walks up to one of the rooms.
I stick to Rupp like glue.
And this appears to be some kind of let me have a quick check. Yep, it's some kind of maybe music room. So it's a rather large room that features 2 padded chairs, and there's a long couch facing a wide alcove lined with more of those stained glass windows.
Right.
These windows, hope you got your pen and paper ready. These windows depict a selection, a bit of a diverse selection of animals and plants. So what you see are, there's a large, pale, kind of ghostly scorpion. There's a gaunt man holding out his arms, and there's a dozen bats hanging from him. The next one is a moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings. There's a tangle of dull green plants with bell-shaped flowers. And the final one is a young woman sitting astride a well in a forest, and a spider is hanging down beside her on a little bit of string of webbing.
Okay.
Are the flowers foxgloves by any chance?
Let's say otherwise known as belladonna. Okay, so
we love our stained glass windows at Foxglove. We love stained glass. One of our favorite things to do.
Could
You
we,
like to
could
make
we
them
put the map
creepy,
up
don't you?
in for Twitch, please?
I've just done it, so I saw the message as well. So it looks like the lag is ebbing a little bit. So things seem to be working. We're going to try and put the map up on the screen. There you go.
Yep, so it looks good.
Right, so scorpions, bats, moths, spiders, and belladonna. All great animals. Cuddly.
And plants.
At Foxglove Manor, we like to keep things thematic. We like to have our interior decorating sort of match the theme.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Fair
Not-
enough.
Yes. Not. I would criticize the decor, but you know, I'm sure it's tasteful.
It is.
Are you feeling all right?
Well,
You still suffering the effects of that stuff from downstairs?
no, it's just manticores and monkeys and stuff like that don't really sit well with me.
No, it's not really sitting that well with me either.
Well, you're just not
He's
of
a
the
bit
right.
macabre.
You're not. It just if you were of my class, you would understand it all.
See,
Don't think I would.
It's all a bit much for me too. I don't like it.
is there anything else in this? So this appears to be like a music performance room, does it?
Yep.
So
it would have been some kind of music room or study room. The main feature in here is the stained glass windows. It's the same designer as downstairs in the previous ones. Yeah, again, it's just a bit of a strange collection. And also bear in mind that where this house has been built is on the edge of a cliff overlooking the sea. So these windows would give you a fantastic view. If this was a designer house, you'd have a fantastic view of the ocean. However, instead they've put in these quite weird looking stained glass windows that you cannot see out of. It is just stained glass windows.
Did you say there's a piano in here, Dave?
The piano is downstairs in the other room.
Oh, okay.
This is a kind of a music teaching room. Soft sofas and that kind of thing.
Okay, but there's no musical instruments in here.
No.
Okay.
Not anymore.
This is Harrison's flute origins.
Origin story.
One time at band camp, Harrison.
I remember this room.
The origin story of Flute Man.
Sax Man.
like plagued by moths.
Sorry,
scorpions, and...
there's a cross-stream joke coming up here. It's the origin story of Oboe.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's move on quickly.
Yeah. Right. So if there's anything else, I'll investigate. But is there drawers or something? But
yeah, can we search the room?
Yep, you can roll your searches.
Nat 2. I'm doing well.
Nat 2 for me as well.
I mean, not the lag is now affecting our dice rolls. That's how bad the lag is.
I've already gone through 3 dice, so I'm on to my 4th.
22 for searching.
23.
Okay, you don't find anything. Again, this room and the rest of the house, it's in lots of disarray, lots of dust. There's mold, there's stains on the ceilings and the walls. It looks like no one's, even wiped down the windows.
We were getting to it.
There's none of that fungus up here at all, is there?
No, it's heavily dusty, but no, not the same fungus you saw downstairs.
Okay, I think it's just damp downstairs then. Maybe your boiler burst.
Well, it's next to the sea. I mean, it's all this sea air in it.
Yeah. Can I try and check out the next room, the opposite side?
Opposite side, yeah.
Yeah.
I've just got to find which.
Wait up, Rob. I will come with you.
Number. Okay.
Okay.
So.
I'll stay close to them too.
Okay. So you leave this room. You go for the one door across the hall into the other door. The door opens perfectly fine. In this room is some kind of gallery. There's a stone fireplace that sits in the northwestern portion of the chamber. There are paintings that hang on all the walls north and south, each covered with a thick sheet of dust and cobwebs that you can't make out what the pictures are. What would you like to do?
Can Tolkus walk round the room, gently scraping the dust off of each picture where a face might be, if it was a portrait, to see if any of them look like the woman that he saw in his vision?
That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say yes, that's a great idea, and you get a hero point for that one. Well done. So as you wipe away the dusty cobwebs over the paintings, which starts to reveal the portraits of the previous tenants of Foxglove Manor. So 3 of them depict, and they have their names. They've got the little kind of on the frame itself at the bottom. They've got the name plates, and this is where Harrison can start writing some names down. So there are 3 which depict someone called Vorel. There's one of Cassandra. So it's Vorel and Cassandra Foxglove, and their daughter Laurel. Vorel is depicted as quite a tall, middle-aged man with long dark hair, his clean-shaven face, and dark blue noble clothes, while Cassandra is quite a stern-faced brunette woman with wisps of grey in her short hair. She's also wearing a flowing blue dress, while the other 6 around the room show Trevor and Sirali Foxglove. Plus, their 2 sons. There's one of Aldren, and there's one of Harrison, and 2 of their daughters, Zendeli and Ziva. Trevor, like Vorel, you can kind of see the family resemblance, is tall and thin, but with a much even narrower face and a very thin moustache. Cirelli is a young woman with long red hair with a bit of an impish smile.
Do any of them look like the woman that I saw?
No.
I look close.
No, there is no one in this room. These are 2 of the past families, if you like. But it depicts Aldren as a younger boy, same as Harrison. They're not.
Am I in the room at the time as Tolkus is doing this?
Yeah, you've all gone in. The door's open, and Tolkus is taking his time.
So as Tolkus wipes away the picture of Vorel, I lead into a story lesson of the Vorel being a family member who built this house, and it was one of the first homes that it was built in the Lost Coast. And then obviously 20 years later, and nothing had been heard from the Foxglove Manor. Visitors found Vorel and his family dead of a mysterious disease, and the surviving Foxglove magma, they shoved Foxglove Manor for decades. And obviously Traver, 40 years went by, and Traver, my father, took this place on. So I go on, I tell this story, and obviously this is a story that my father, Traver, told me.
So Vorel was not your grandfather. He was a different branch of the Foxglove family.
He was probably my great probably grandfather, or a distant relative, but I don't know the relation.
He's actually your great uncle.
Okay, that makes sense that the whole family then died, because otherwise there would be no Scions left.
So this is what our father looked like then, when you were young.
Yes. This is my father, Traver, and my mother, Cyrili.
Now, suddenly, while you're having this discussion, you notice the temperature in the room starts to drop quite dramatically. You see your breath frost in the air in front of you. You're all in this room looking around at the I was going to say photos, looking around at the portraits, and so your breath starts to frost in the air. And then you see what appears to be fingers just kind of glide like a shadow of fingers, but nothing is cast in that shadow. There's no light, and there's nothing to show that. It seems to be washing over each of the portraits in the room. You just see it all go around, and everyone gets their attention put on it.
Yeah, we all see it, yeah?
You all see it. As the figures in the portraits, as the hand goes across them, you suddenly see them now portrayed as dead folk. So Cassandra and Laurie, from their portrait positions, as they would kind of stand or sit, sort of posy, a bit like doing a selfie. It'll be, you see Cassandra and Laurel slump over into their chairs, into kind of misshapen, tumor-ridden corpses. Traver grows pale, and as a long cut opens in his throat and blood washes down his chest. Cyrili blackens and chars, and her arms and legs start to poke and twist into different shapes, almost as if she's been broken. And then you see Aldren. In the portrait, his flesh darkens with rot, his hair falls out, and he deforms into kind of like what you've seen already. This kind of jaw extends and his tongue is moving out. You keep looking around, and then Harrison just slowly disappears from sight.
What, in the picture or in real life?
In real life. You don't get away that easy. However, his sisters, or their sisters, Sendeli and Ziva, their portraits just kind of frost over. They remain unchanged. Now, Vorel's entire portrait, so where you kind of looking around at what's going on, Vorel's portrait, the frame and all of it suddenly erupts in an explosion of fungus. It starts erupting out of it, spreading across the wall, spreading across the floor, start coming towards you. What do you wish to do?
Ooh, back away.
I cast produce flame.
Okay.
It seems to be cold. We need to fend off the cold, and I'll do produce flame into my hand, and I'll start waving it towards the fungus as it moves towards us to try and heat it away.
Okay. Tolkus is moving back.
Yeah.
I'm backing up.
Yeah, I'll back up.
Okay.
And Harrison's disappeared.
I've disappeared at this point.
The portrait.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought it just disappeared from existence. You know.
Yeah, it's
No, he said we weren't that
depicting your
lucky.
cause. It's depicting your cause of death. So.
Well done. Hero point.
My goodness.
Your mother was burned, so it showed a burned corpse. The Cassandra and Laurel died of a horrific disease that showed them being hunched over and like that disease rat you described, covered in pustules and tumours. For some reason, Alden seems to be bitten by a ghoul and taken with a disease that turns him into an undead.
Don't let that happen.
No, we certainly won't let that happen.
We're not gonna.
I can't quite work out what's going to happen to you, Harrison, but obviously we need to protect you. But anyway, the immediate concern is this fungus rushing towards us, and I'll try and fend it off with the flame that's in my hand.
Okay, so while you're doing all that huge monologue and doing kind of flamethrower on all this mold and mushrooms and these bulbous things are coming out of the walls and stuff, you usher everyone behind you, and you keep taking steps back, even though you're producing flame. It doesn't seem to be having much effect on it, even to the point of you keep it kind of held in one place, and what should have maybe set the floor on fire doesn't, and the fungus just keeps slowly. You've seen it in kind of horror films as the black stuff just spreads across the wall and it starts to come on the side walls and chasing you out of the room.
Okay. Can we still get out of the way we came in?
Yep.
Or the other door. There's a door opposite, isn't there?
No, you've gone back out the way that
okay.
The door was open. So you've gone back out into the main corridor there.
Shut the door.
Close the door.
Okay. And Tolka shuts the door as everyone's through.
Do we hear anything coming from the room after we shut the door?
No, do your perception check.
This is terrible. This haunting.
28.
No, it's... You put your ear to the door just to see if you could hear anything inside. You don't hear any kind of noises of movement or knocking or anything.
Can I
do the door cold if I touch it?
No, it's not.
Can I just open it a crack and have a look inside?
If you want to, yeah. Okay, so you open up the room and it's as if it hasn't even been touched. All the mould that you saw is gone. All the pictures are still covered in dust.
What, even where I wiped it off, it's back to how it was before I went in? Ooh.
Yes.
I said, guys, look at this. It's back to how it was before we even went in.
You wiped them all off, didn't you?
Yep.
And for that, Tolka should get a hero point. See, we're just on the roll now, look. They figured it out, guys. They figured it out.
I need to roll 3 1s now so I can use them all up.
Yeah.
In half an hour.
Do we want to go back through this room and check the other room that's on the other side?
Not going back in there. Not going back
No?
in there. No, not going back in there.
Sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
Not going back in there.
I think we might have to go back in there.
I think we need to keep moving. Find out what the source of this is.
Yes.
Save my wife.
Hunch. We need to find Aisha before something comes to her. Vorel, I think, may be the source. I mean, we saw him erupt into fungus, and if this fungus is the transmission for the memories and the horrors that we encountered downstairs, then is this fungus also the source of the ghoul disease? Are the ghouls coming from Foxglove Manor rather than heading towards Foxglove Manor as the map suggested?
Quite possibly.
And what did you do?
Is this the source? Yes, we need to find Aisha and then investigate the basement.
Harrison is deeply perturbed by the imagery of him disappearing.
Why don't you?
You're disturbed. I turned into a ghoul.
So Harrison, let's sit down and discuss this. What's going on? What's going on in your mind? You've just.
I've just witnessed my entire
together.
family dying again, and obviously I'm it brings back memories of when I was a child and how I was taken away by my uncle to take care of take care of me and put obviously taken to an orphanage. It brings back those memories of having the loss of my parents.
So maybe it wasn't actually showing you dying; it was just showing you disappearing because you got taken away.
That's possible.
Can I just do a quick detect alignment on Alden?
Oh, accusations! Accusations flying everywhere.
I was gonna say we'll follow the rules of what's alignment.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
As in, you can't always be good.
No, but I can sense auras of evil and.
I know you're using the game mechanic, but I'm just saying that you can't.
I called.
Okay,
well,
so can I say something before you do that?
Yeah.
That's an interesting point that you make, Torcus. You're saying that Harrison disappeared from the portrait because he was removed from the family. He went to his uncle and he lived in an orphanage.
Yes.
But for that to be true, then that means that Aldren would already be a ghoul, because it would be indicating what's already happened and not what's going to happen in the future.
So
we can see that Aldren is not a ghoul, so I'm confused.
I do a quick prayer and ask my god, can you make me see baddies?
Make me see baddies,
please.
You see, so you don't get a verbal answer, but as you look around at your current friends and companions, a glow starts to emanate. But it's a bit of a mix. It's a kind of what you would be expecting, maybe a white glow. Appears to be shades of yellows and oranges, but around all of them.
What, all of us?
Yeah, not you, but all of them.
All of my friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone in this room that you can see right now, rather than having, if they were a pure soul, they would say a bright light.
Yeah.
They're all beige, Rup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellows and oranges. So remember, you've only known them for about a month.
It's true. But
do we really know her people?
Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't see any particularly
as we go a bit existential
bad energy from Aldren at all.
No, everyone's the same at the moment.
Okay.
But Tolkus, Elias, and Rupp, I'm going to say both. You all get a hero point. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
See, we're starting to think about this now. We're down to the last the last stretch.
But
can they piece the pieces together? Oh.
So,
what do you think, audience? What do you think?
Tolkus is going to turn to Aldren and say, Aldren, you sure you haven't had an encounter with any undead things recently? Maybe you've been bitten?
If I had been bitten by a ghoul, I would remember that, I believe. I have not. However, I told you I did come into this house and I saw these hauntings that we just saw, these ghostly fingers and fungus. And so that's what we're trying to get rid of and save our family. My purpose of coming here was to restore Foxglove Manor.
Just making sure you haven't been cursed by an evil cleric of some sort with ghoulish cravings, or anything.
Did you drop a mirror maybe, and you've got 7 years bad luck?
Look, I'm not perfect. I'll admit that.
Okay.
Oh, you're a wise.
I'm not a flesh-eating ghoul.
You aren't. But
let's find your wife quick. I think we need to get through this place quick.
I agree. We need to move on. Is there another floor to this house, or is this it?
Do I know if there's more to this house?
Yep, there is. There's an attic. There's also a basement.
Let's go up to the attic and see what's there.
Go up to the attic first.
Do we believe that we've explored all of this upstairs?
Is there anything else on this floor?
You've only been in these 2 rooms.
We've only been in a couple of rooms.
Yeah,
there's more.
Another... Can we get to that room at the back by going round to those? Is that 2 little sets of stairs?
There's
2 brown stairs in the
those are stairs up.
you'd have to go back through the gallery to get there. There's a stairs. There's a wall. I can't really.
I see. Yeah, I see.
There.
Oh, Tulkas is going to go back through the gallery and go through the other door.
Okay.
Because that's the sort of guy he is.
If you're
Elias,
going
you
to the
can hold my
stairs,
hand if you want to.
if you're going to the stairs aren't in that room. The stairs are further out.
No, but we haven't looked in that room, so I just wanted a quick look in that room first.
Okay.
So you're gonna stride through. I'm gonna wait in the corridor.
Okay, so Steve's gonna stay where the token is. And everyone else is gonna go in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll stay with Elias.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tulkas.
Okay. So, let me just bring up. So, the furniture. This is obviously a bedroom. The furniture in this bedroom is, while dusty and unkempt, does not seem to exhibit any major signs of water or mold damage. There is one exception. There is a dark stain on the desk near the window.
I might go and have a closer look at the stain on the desk.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, it's just you two, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Yelena, what I've got, I will send you a note across the Zoom table. And then I'll just give you a second. And see if that works for you.
Okay. So Yelena just starts shaking. And she rushes over to the desk and is just looking around, trying to find something.
Yelena, are you okay?
Opens a drawer and pulls out a dagger and moves it upwards as if to try and cut her throat.
Oh, I'll jump in and quickly try and stop her, Dave.
Okay.
I'm just kind of shaking and sobbing, and you've never seen her like this before.
Yeah.
Focus.
That is athletics of 23.
Okay, so you managed to kind of stop her just in time, as what you see is Yelena darts across the room, is rummaging through this desk, and she pulls open a drawer and she picks up this kind of sharp-looking piece of wood and goes to slice her own throat, basically. You managed to put in your arm to block it, and then with your left arm, with your right arm, you're trying to hold her as gently but firmly by the wrist to try to stop her doing that. What else do you want to do?
Try and snap her over and say, Yelena, what's wrong? What is wrong?
Oh, just let me go. And she's trying to kind of continue.
I'll try and actually get it out of her hand.
Okay, so you forcefully pull it out of her hand, and that snaps Yelena back to reality, if you like.
Tulkas, I didn't think we had this kind of relationship.
We are just very good friends, but you were trying to cut yourself with this piece of wood.
She shakes her head. Did I know what I was doing?
It didn't look like it. It looked like when Elias was talking strange.
You have the full memory of it, Elena.
Okay.
What's happening in there?
What do you remember?
What do you see?
I think I just saw a memory, but not a nice one. Where?
Elias, let's join them.
Do you want to come, Elias?
Okay.
Yeah, let's.
We'll head into the room.
Be careful. Memories.
But there's no fungus here, is there?
Don't think so.
Do I see any fungus anywhere?
No. Plenty of dust and a dark stain, but that's it.
I'm beginning to think it might be the room that is doing it or something.
The house, the bricks, anything. Maybe Maybe you're right, Master Rat. Maybe this is some sort of elaborate curse. What do you remember, Yelena?
I just was absolutely devastated, and I just needed to end it. I just needed to end everything. It wasn't a nice place to be. Yeah, and she's quite shaken.
Oh, that's entirely unhelpful.
Your father, Alden and Harrison, he slit his own throat, didn't he?
Yes, and he was also unhelpful.
Is this your parents' room?
Will be, yes.
And did your mother burn to death before your father committed suicide?
That's a good question.
I'd probably go with yeah, because it's bound to be yes, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we've seen memories of your father's suicide. We've seen memories of Cassandra, your great aunt, and her daughter L'Oreal trying to escape from whatever curse, disease killed them. And we've seen this brunette woman, beautiful woman, I think you said, Torcus. Strangled. Then we need to find out who that is, because we don't know at the moment.
Yes.
This house seems to be recording tragedies or horrendous events that have happened in the past. These are definitely memories. These are not hallucinations.
Elena's just kind of tilts her head to the side and thinks that I think the person whose memory I was remembering, I think they killed someone. I think they killed someone they loved, but I don't know who. I'm sorry, Alden Harrison.
Do you think it's possible that Travers killed Cyrili? Do you think your father killed your mother?
Oh,
that's quite a weird thing.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a nice man, but he wouldn't have killed his wife.
What sort of family have I stepped into?
Good question.
This is why we must restore this house. We must cleanse it of these evils.
Let's go find your wife, quick.
Indeed.
So we're going to go back out through the same way we came in.
Yeah.
There stairs here? I can't remember.
There's the bathtub. Well, bathroom, I think. There's stuff in front of us that we need to look at.
Okay, we go out into the corridor and head north.
Oh, can't hear Dave.
I think
Cannot hear
Dave.
Sorry,
Dave
muted. If you can, as you come back out of the gallery, back into the corridor, could you everyone do a perception check for me, please?
Perception. Yeah, 33.
Well done. Anyone beat 33?
Nah, 29.
Right, anyone beat Rob? So we just do perception. Anyone beat Rob? No. Right. Okay.
Rob sees everything.
Rob, once again, from further down the corridor, so go north and then left, you hear sobbing again, and it's quite strong.
I continue left.
Okay.
You
got those two doors, one on the left, one on the right. The sound is definitely coming from the one on the right.
I'll go for the one on the right then.
Okay. So this room is what appears to be some kind of master bedroom. It's once was a fine chamber, has since been destroyed. The bed is smashed, the mattress is torn, the walls are gouged as if by knives, the chairs are hacked apart, the paintings on the walls are torn to pieces, apart from one exception. There's a portrait hanging on the northwest wall, seems to be completely untouched, although it is hanging backwards on the wall.
What is it
do? At the moment, it's the back of a picture frame. It's been turned around.
It doesn't bode well, does it?
Yeah, who out of us hasn't had a visiony thing happen?
I haven't.
I think Harrison should go turn the picture over.
I think we should be careful here.
Yeah. Harrison, go turn the picture over, see who it is.
Okay. So I'm going to flip the picture.
Okay, I'm going to show you the picture if I can.
Ooh.
There we go. So you turn the picture, and Tolkus, you instantly recognise this as the woman who you were dancing with.
It is the woman.
The nameplate says Aisha Foxglove.
It is the woman I was dancing with. I recognise her.
Do I recognise the woman? Because obviously I've seen.
$1 million question now, Josh.
If it is Aisha, who you said it is, I will instantly recognise her as Alden's wife.
Perfect. Yeah.
And I tell this is Alden's wife in the picture.
What?
My God!
She was strangled.
That is the $1,001,001 question. What happened?
That doesn't make any sense.
If she's in a vision being strangled, then
she's dead.
Then she's dead.
And can everyone do a perception check again?
Alden, I'm sorry, your wife is dead.
Not necessarily.
My
30
third nat
for
one
me.
of the game. Hooray!
Wow! Bad lag
as
and
well.
natural ones. And one for the Harrison as well. There we go.
That's the title of tonight's episode.
Yeah, that's what I was
Flags
thinking.
and natural ones.
26.
Lag and natural ones.
22.
Anyone beat 26?
Yes, 30, 30.
30. Cool. So, Elias, while they're kind of... Harrison is kind of talking about, is that her? Isn't it her? You hear the crying and sobbing again. This time it's almost coming from behind you, but up. It's almost as if there was someone on the floor above you, they would be right there. If you knew that they were right there, they would be right there.
Okay. I can hear the sobbing from upstairs. This vision from downstairs of her being strangled doesn't mean she's dead. We've already seen in the photograph, Harrison disappearing and Alden being turned into a ghoul. These may be future predictions, not just past predictions. We don't know that she's dead.
Right, we
need
must
to
stop
get
it.
Upstairs. We need
must
to
save
do
her.
our best. Let's head upstairs. I don't think there's anything else on this floor that's as urgent. I can hear her above us as clear as day. We need to go. We need to get upstairs, and
It's
I'll rush
quick.
out the room and rush through the door next door. Try and find these stairs.
To the attic.
Okay, so the door next door leads you to some stairs. They go whoop, straight up to the attic. Attic ends at it's kind of like just a short landing. So you got 10 foot of space, and then the door to the attic storage space itself. You can tell that because all the plaster's falling off of here. It looks pretty bad.
Is the door open?
Door's closed. Yeah.
I will open the door.
So Elias opens the door and kind of rushes in. Who else is going in?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, Rupp, before Rupp goes in, I'm going to ask you, am I a ghoul?
So before you answer that, Elias, as you go into the room, and everyone else is kind of posing around you. Now Jeff will know what I'm talking about. But in the corner, so you see, it's like a triangle roof. You've got all the beams.
The eaves.
The eaves. You've got these old cobwebs hanging down. You've got items which has the white sheets over, the dust sheets over. You've got mannequins and chests and all kinds of bric-a-brac. The old bicycle, that kind of thing. But in one corner you see, sitting on the floor, in what appears to be a kind of a dress, a nice dress, hair hanging down. And if anyone's played if anyone's played Left 4
This
Dead,
was in chat earlier. Thank you, Chatfinder.
oh, there you go. It's the witch, and she's sitting there. Yeah, she's got this crying, and she's wiggling backwards and forwards, and she's wailing horrible. It's sobs and sobs and sobs, and you all kind of see all that. And there's it's still dark outside, and every now and then one of the crows flies past, and you see that. And then as you kind of so Rupp gonna kind of quickly cut back to you, as Aldren is kind of talking down to you, you feel the last thing you feel and see is a big thump on the back of your head. Everyone can also turn around, and as you look to where Rupp is, as you hear he crumples onto the floor, you see Aldren scoop him up, and he turns to look at you, and his face extends, and then the tongue comes out, and he grabs hold of the door and pulls it shut.
What?
And we will find out what happens next week.
No! Rupp!
Alden, how could you?
Been betrayed.
I should have just healed him. I was gonna just heal him like max heal. But anyway,
Let me just lay this out in simple terms then. So our first returning guest comes back to shaft us.
Yes.
I wouldn't put it that way. we all have our motivations.
And Alden knows his.
What are you gonna do?
I can't believe it.
You're on like 3 different screens now. It's wicked. So yeah, we will find out what happens with everyone at the moment, because we're all in a bit of a dun dun dun. What's going to happen next week?
Oh, I can't believe you've got to wait till next week.
Yeah, we've got to wait till next
look
week.
at Chris's face.
I'm gonna be unconscious for the whole session next week.
Rob is going, what happened?
I'll just the character sheet.
I told you should have stayed between my legs.
It's fine.
So what we do, we're going to find out what happens next week. We are going to put it on hold there. Paul, thank you very much for being our return guest and character for that. That was fantastic. The
Awesome.
players finally got, I was like, come on, start putting the pieces together. There's a puzzle here and everything you've had so far. And I was waiting for you to all do it. And we got there, and I was, we can issue out those hero points, and that was fantastic. So well done. You're getting those clues in. There's more to do, yeah. So we'll figure that out next week. But yeah, there's more to come. Paul, we have another giveaway.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Before we go,
Let's
do it again.
Yeah. So everyone, sorry, Steve, do you want to run this again? Do you want to do the instructions? I will finally have my penguin, which I haven't had a break yet. I need to have some drink. I need to have my penguin. You carry on.
Okay, so thanks to Maverick too for suggesting this earlier. The word will be misdirection, so it's exclamation point misdirection. It is open now for entrance. So please put that in the chat to be entered. I'm just putting that in.
Get that penguin down your neck, Dave. Get that penguin down.
So misdirection, and it's the same giveaway as earlier, isn't it, Paul? It's a £50 Bailey Grimm voucher, and then a no, just the book, is it?
Just the book.
Just the book.
Sorry.
Just the book. We'll go right to the Chronicle.
Yeah,
that's the Chronicle. Okay.
Good luck, everyone.
Spin that dice. Spin that dice. Spin that wheel.
Right, so we'll leave that open for a couple of minutes to give you all a chance to enter, and then we'll roll it.
And Rupp, I didn't really want to hit you in the head. It wasn't. I didn't really want to, but
I got the feeling you enjoyed that bit.
But you didn't even let me know you were evil. That's the worst thing.
But I'm not. I'm just hungry.
yeah.
Not evil, just hungry. Yeah, just a little snack. I didn't go for the big snack.
My God, lied.
If I wanted to overeat, I would have gone for Tulkas.
Yeah.
You just gone for the starter.
Exactly.
Tulkas is the main.
Right, exactly.
There's actually another murder we haven't solved as well, isn't there? There's whoever got smacked over the head with the praying angel that was in the fireplace.
In the library with the book.
No,
yeah.
Cluedo.
Yeah,
exactly.
See, now we're getting there. Just along the right lines with the whole Cluedo thing. you gotta put all the clues together.
It was the rich brother in the attic with the club.
somewhere. That was cool. It was good. It was good to see you everyone starting to put those clues together. Everyone was on the right lines at that point.
Oh, you didn't tell us the joke, Dave.
Oh, the joke. Do you
We've
really
got
want the penguin
complaints,
joke?
you didn't.
Right, we're gonna do the penguin.
Wait,
talking
what's
about me not doing a joke?
What is a penguin?
A penguin.
it's a
It's a
chocolate
chocolate
bar.
biscuit.
I've never heard of this.
I think it's quite a British thing.
It is quite a British thing.
See, it's a penguin. Why is a chocolate biscuit called a penguin, and why is there a joke inside?
Oh, isn't it made by McVitie's, Dave?
It's
It is.
McVitie's.
Yeah, you've got McVitie's in the States, haven't you? I think.
I've never heard of McVitie's.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
I've never heard of McVitie's.
Right, so
It's
here's
biscuit
the joke, Paul.
cookie.
This is all made up. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the cliffhanger. Here's the penguin, and I'll tell you the punchline next week. So it's a bad joke. How does a penguin build its house?
We had this last week.
They only have so many bad jokes. I have to go through these now and find one we haven't had.
Anyway,
here we go.
Go on.
Why can't penguins play football?
Don't know.
Soccer.
oh
Because
no.
there's snowball.
Oh.
Oh.
So we have to send Paul a big box of penguins, and we've got to send Matt and Bill some real English ale from last week. Do you remember? So Christmas is looking expensive, boys.
So is the postage.
Yeah, the postage is the main thing.
Yeah.
But no, this is the penguins and Joe. I mean, in the United States, we have jokes inside of bazooka bubble gum. So inside the bazooka gum, there's jokes. And there are jokes inside of, that's the classic one. You guys have bazooka bubble gum?
No,
bazooka
we
joke?
No.
Bubblegum isn't really big here.
No, the only big
Hubba
one is
Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Yeah.
Hubba bubba. Yeah. No, bazooka bubble gum is terrible. It's
Is
just
it?
it's like pink cardboard.
You get it for the
Yeah.
jokes.
Is it a bit like the gum that you used to get inside the trading card packets?
Yes, it's like that,
Oh,
except in
God.
a smaller chunk. Yeah.
It used to be crumbly, that stuff. It was so bad.
Yes. All right. So who are we gonna announce the winner of
Let's
the?
put it. Steve,
Do it.
here we go.
Ready? It's Rogue Fighter Live.
Rogue Fighter Live.
wonderful.
Well done.
Well
Well
done.
done,
Now,
Raphael.
he's gonna ask for the wizard cleric, the wizard book.
Do you know who Rogue Fighter Live is though?
No, we don't.
And
So,
anyone?
He's a
I
new
do
guy,
not.
new follower.
no, he's
Congratulations,
been on a couple
Rogue
of times.
Fighter.
He's
Oh,
been on
yeah.
a couple of episodes.
Good.
Rogue Fighter Live.
Regular.
So that was Trontonian and Rogue Fighter Live, who were the first ever winners
First ever winners of a complete character chronicle.
Well done.
Name's Jeremy.
There we
We've
go.
seen pictures of them when they go out in June.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
we owe Josh some English lager as well. I forgot about that. Damn it!
This is an expensive game for you guys.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
like
mountain
lager.
up.
Sorry, Josh.
Not you, Josh. The other Josh from.
No, not you, Josh. Gonna get you a dice that doesn't roll ones.
Yeah.
Weighted
He'll
die.
still make it roll a 1, won't he? Right, so we're going to leave it there, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, again, this was a very big kind of puzzle and clue episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope the players enjoyed it as well. It's, again, something a little bit different. We get to do a little bit of role playing. We get to dive a little bit deeper into Harrison's background and psyche, what makes him the man he is. Even he doesn't know it's so deep. It's just, we've got to work with this stuff. And again, thank you.
Fungal.
He's a fun guy. He's Again, thank you, Paul, for joining us.
Of course.
And we'll see. Well, actually, we'll see Paul again next week. So he'll be back. Because we need to find out what's going to happen.
Exactly, and I'm going to make up for all of it. I'm going to make up for all of what I just did.
Oh,
We've got to find a cure.
Yeah. It's got to be a way to turn him back.
Exactly, or just feed me, me. That was fine too.
We could keep him in the shed playing Xbox.
Not the tongues, not the tongues. No more.
The last thing you see is the caress.
Yeah. I think someone's going to get a licked face.
Right. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks for watching.
Until then,
thank you.
Check us out on YouTube. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Get Aldren to the job.
Hi, my name is Matthew Lillard. You've probably seen me in many a horrible movie back in the 90s. Can we start again? It's me, Matt! Hi, I'm major motion picture star Matthew Lillard. Hi. All right, Sam. I'm Matthew Lillard. What's the line? You just do whatever the fuck. I almost had it. I got booger on my shirt. What's the first line? I was in terrible movies during the 90s. You grew up on them and you watched them, sucker. My name is Matthew Lillard. You may know me as BEADLE from BEADLE and Grimm's. Last couple of years, our company is focused primarily on the DM, creating battle maps, in-world handouts, jewelry items, and of course, stuffed animals. Now it's time to focus on you, the players. Because when we gather around a table, we're not there to hear a story, we're there to tell a story. All of us. And sometimes that story goes on for years and is remembered only on coffee-stained scraps of paper or 3 random journals. But worst of all, it's in your head. And why is that bad? Because I'm not that smart. Bill's way smarter than me. When he says it's Grimm that killed the frost giant that was on its way to destroy the town, I can't really argue with him because I don't have it on a journal. And if I had it in a journal, sitting on a bookshelf, you could just say, hey, check out my journal. We all know the problem with a journal. In a real game, when are you gonna use that thing? On a real night of gaming, you bounce from a core rule book to the advanced player's guide, and of course your character sheet. And the entire game goes like boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, 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 boom. You never go back to this thing. And again, the story is only in your brain, and Bill's telling you that he is the real champion. But what if? Now stay with me here. What if, Charlie, thanks. What if we created a single book specifically tailored for your character class? And what if it had an enormous character sheet to record every detail of your character? Every stat, every strength, weakness, magic item, enemy, ally, even your familiar. And then took all the official Pathfinder rules, the spells, feats, and skills that you need for your class and your class only, and combined that with an expansive journal to capture your story. And obviously it's only useful if it's on heavy paper to handle the years of wear and tear, and bound on a lay-flat binding so you can use every inch of it. And of course, us being us, we add amazing artwork from across the Pathfinder universe, as well as our own custom pieces, commissioned specifically for this book. And that's why I'm here today, to introduce you to Beadle and Grimm's complete character chronicle. Character sheet, rulebook, journal, all in one. The tools to tell your story and the pages to preserve it. If my story had been included in one of these, I'm pretty sure that Beadle, the greatest dungeon delver ever, would have been the true hero of the group. Not Bodum, not Tanner, and definitely not Grimm. Because it all would have been written down, the incontestable truth. Or at least, a well-documented lie. Which is just as good. I'm Matthew Lillard, and we are Beadle and Grimm.